just want to say welcome everybody to the Horrible Dads podcast.
Is something even recording right now?
Yes, it's recording.
You sure?
It's red, so it's definitely recording.
I don't see none of the little. Okay.
So it didn't even take 2 seconds before, my co-host decided that he wanted to speak. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself so that everybody can know who that is.
First of all, he ain't finna do me like that because he walked on and he kind of was straggling. So I wasn't sure what angle he was trying to take. What's up, y'all? It's Marty B. I don't have much more to say until we gonna get into the topic since I talk too much.
I mean, I'm not saying you talk too much, but I'm just saying it was 2 seconds into the intro.
Yeah.
But I am your other host. I don't know what I want to go by at this juncture in my life. So y'all can just call me wrong. It's me, formerly known as JR the Kid. Yeah. So, to my right, I have a lovely guest. I don't know what she calls herself anymore. I don't know if she's Omi the Rebel or Rebel Omi. But you can follow her on Instagram. Just Blossom_Omi. How you doing?
Yeah, I don't even go by that name anymore.
Yeah, but you gotta have some kind of cool name.
Omi, that's it. That's it. Omi.
Now you gotta have
No, just Omi.
It gotta be like 2 names.
No, it's Omi. That's it. That is it. That's what I identify as. Omi.
You said before you started to introduce her, you said you don't know what she's gonna go by today.
He just even said y'all can call me Rome. It's one name.
One name.
I'm me, first of all. So yeah.
So I'm me. And I can do that.
So what goes for you doesn't go for anybody else?
Exactly.
In their own standard?
Thank you.
You have to get to my level.
What?
Before you can be that.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
What level of understanding is
I
that?
go by Omi. Y'all can call me Omi.
Omi the Rebel.
That's what she said. You can't go by what he said.
Omi, that's it.
Omi, that's it is her name. I guess that's what she's going with. Nah, in all seriousness, welcome everybody. So I decided to hit up my partner, Marty B, and I decided to come up with this concept. So, yes, the title is Horrible Dads, but don't think for 1 second that you were dealing with some regular ass horrible niggas, because that's not us.
I see your angle. I'm going to just let you keep going, but I see you. Go
what
ahead.
You mean?
Go ahead. Just do your thing, dog.
But yeah, this platform is for good fathers. I have a lot of friends who have kids, and I enjoy watching them live in their parenthood. And
I think I'm the one who got the most, huh?
Yeah, you definitely have the most. I don't think there's
woo, clap it up for me.
I don't think there's any debate about that one.
Well,
there,
I'm trying to tell you about leave where they at. She better swallow.
Okay. But yeah, so
that's 6, bro.
The first question I want to ask you,
we going me first, or we gonna go with the guest first?
I'm gonna go with you first.
Okay,
because you had your kids before we did.
Let's do this.
So, when your first child was born, give me the first thought that crossed through your mind. Were you there for the delivery?
Absolutely.
Okay, so was there anything that you didn't know that just kind of came to you once your child was here?
So before we got on air and started recording, she said something that basically sums up children are a product of their environment and how they were raised or treated. You feel me? It just starts to pour into the next generation if you don't change it or realize that that's not right.
Right.
So I had this mentality. I have to be this militant ass dad. I had to be this firm, I'm going to make you respect me dad. I had that in my head. That's how I was supposed to be. when I didn't even have a damn dad to even show me how to be a dad.
Right.
So I was just going off of what I thought was right, the stuff that was on TV, you know what I'm saying? Like just different influences in my life until I got to that point where I had my own and I was just like, this is how I'm going to do this. It was to a point where my son was probably like 3.
Yeah.
And all of that changed.
Go ahead.
I spanked him one time, and the way I spanked him, I ain't saying I abused him because I didn't.
Right.
But because I popped him with my hand, and I popped him on his bottom. And I had like super bad anger issues back in the day. And mind you, I wanted to be this super militant dad that I'm going to make you respect me. How the hell are you going to make a 3-year-old respect you? I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was really like, he did something, and I took it personal. It was just him being a 3-year-old. And I was just, next thing you know, his leg was in my hand, and I went to popping him, and 3-4 good licks, and my mom stopped. My mom was like, stop! Don't you hit him like that anymore. I was like, I know you ain't talking.
Right.
And she explained to me later, she was like, son, I seen something in your face. Never want to see again. You scared your son. I legit scared my son.
Yeah.
I didn't want to lose my son. I didn't want my son to feel what I felt.
Right.
Not saying I had a tough one. You feel me? I had a tough one. I was the oldest, and I did a lot of stuff that I probably deserved sometimes, but I was at that point where I realized, dude, like, you got to learn how to be a dad. Like, you have to listen to your son. You have to watch him. Like, did you have a dad? So how do you know how to be a dad?
Right.
You had a mom raise you, single mom raised you. Yeah, there was a guy here, you know what I'm saying? He helped out. You didn't respect him like that because he wasn't your dad.
Right.
So how do you make your son respect you? You feel me? And now here we are 10 years later with my son. And he's everything to me. You know what I'm saying?
So, of course, for those that don't know, me and Martin go way back, you know what I mean, since high school days. So
2002, 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that, obviously I know you was in ROTC, and I remember you being like the head captain or whatever. I don't know what the proper name
I was a higher ranking officer. I could have been battalion commander, but I dropped out to play football my senior year.
Well,
battalion commander would have been the highest achievement.
All I know is every time we walk past y'all practice or
I was commanding.
I don't know what y'all call it, but you was making folks do push-ups.
Yes, sir.
You was yelling at folks.
I was drill team leaders. I was color guard leader.
Right.
I was a rated team leader. I had some rank and I ran shit.
So with your first child or any of them, did you go into that with what you learned from high school?
Because I was already that guy. You feel me? Like I have a younger brother. You know what I'm saying? He's 3 years younger than me. So, and my mom worked a lot. So it was always me and my brother. You feel me? I cooked for him. I made sure he was bathed. I made sure he went, you know what I'm saying? He was good. That was shit. Really, that was like my first kid.
Right.
But he was my little brother. You feel me? So I didn't treat him like a child. I treated him like my little brother. But that was my first real lesson of like raising something. So what I did really, truly, was honed in on, you know what I'm saying, like how I treated my brother. You feel me? I was like tough. Like that ROTC shit, that's who I am. I'm a natural born leader. You feel me? I have a commanding voice. My voice is loud. You feel me? I speak with authority. I look at, you feel me? Like that was just me. You feel me? So I wasn't really putting on or anything like that, but that shit came natural. That's what I thought. You feel me? So listening to those drill officers, the ones who were really in the Army, you feel me, who was telling us what to do and teaching us and everything, like the way they was treating, that's how I thought I had to be. Yes. That ain't the way to parent a son. No.
You said something earlier and it kind of resonated with me. I remember what you said was you can't expect a 3-year-old to respect your authority or understand what it is that you want. And I can remember my twins, they're 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
But early on, I can remember fussing at them about something, and they just gave me nothing but laughter.
Yeah.
And it was like I'm mad though. I'm trying to get you to understand what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I want you to understand what I'm trying to say, but they just think everything's a joke.
Yes, sir.
So it's like in that moment, it was just like y'all ain't number like 1, 2. You know what I'm
Your
saying?
level
Like,
of
what am I
understanding.
really doing here?
You
Like,
feel me? So my daughter, she'll be, believe me, it'll be 4 this year. Don't look at me like that, because I mean I got 6 of them.
right,
I know her birthday is September 24th. She starts school this year, so yes, she's gonna be 4 this year.
right.
Dog. When I tell you, this girl think she run me.
Yeah,
Dog, it ain't this. She can ask for something. She can want something. She can see something. Don't matter what it is. I'm supposed to drop what I'm doing right then and
Yeah.
give it to her. And if I don't, it's a whole problem. Oh, daddy, you mean. You don't listen. Daddy, you don't listen. So Michael, my 13-year-old, Dad, you just gonna let her talk to you like that?
right.
You just gonna let her do you like that? Like, who is she talking to?
Because he got it different.
Because
She's a
he got
girl.
it different. And the boys got it different. I got 4 boys and I
Yeah.
have 2 girls. My youngest are my girls. Okay. My youngest girl will be 2 this year. Mia will be 4 this year.
Right.
My boys look at how I treat these girls and they're like, wait a minute, dog, you tripping. Like, you ain't talking to me. You ain't never let me talk to you like that, Dad.
Yeah.
And if you think you would, we gonna put the gloves on. But Mia can just talk to you any kind of way. Listen, dog, that girl can get anything she want from me.
Yeah.
Because one day, I have to make sure she knows how to treat a man. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? Like, I have to be the example for her. I'm her first husband.
Yeah.
Her brothers are her first husband. We have to be an example. You feel me? So yeah, I want you to grow up and that man's supposed to give you whatever you ask for.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not everything, you feel me? Because her mama's a spoiled brat and she get whatever she asks for. But
Yeah.
that's because her daddy spoiled her. So yes, baby, when you get older and you meet this man, baby. And if he don't give it to you, if you ain't doing what my daddy doing, you can't date me. That's what I'm telling him.
Yeah.
Telling him. I mean, it's just simple as that. If you can't treat me better than my dad's treating me,
Right.
you can't date me. And I'm gonna tell him that when he come and think you want to date my daughter.
Yeah. I like that. So, Miss Omi, I have 2 daughters. They're twins. Do you have any kids?
They're your kids,
Mhm.
obviously.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Boom, they know now. Boom.
I'm just saying they can't put names to the voices and faces to
They
the
know
voices.
now.
Clearly, they're your kids.
Right, but I'm saying, do you have kids?
Of course I do. I have twins with you.
Okay. So similar question. What's something that you went into motherhood thinking, and once they were here, you realized like, oh, this ain't that.
I would have to say one thing was I have no control over, like, I won't say no control, but like the day in, day out, like with children, I feel like anything can happen and you have to be ready for whatever's going to happen. Like with having my kids, like I guess the first year I didn't really know what I was doing because they're my first kids,
Right.
twins. So it's different from a person who's coming from like one kid. You know, I think their life is a little bit different. Things are probably a little bit easier, but with me, I had to learn really quickly how to adapt with 2 kids. So it made it a little bit it made it difficult. But I had to learn to, like, taking care of me is really important.
Right.
I learned through motherhood that before you can take care of your kids, you have to take care of yourself.
Yes, loud.
And I think that we give so much of ourselves to our kids and we forget to take care of ourselves. And I've learned that, I guess, with having these 2 kids, that I come first. And I know it may sound weird to some people, but initially I have to, because if I'm not well, I can't take care of them.
Right. I
But-
agree with that 100%. I like that.
I got 6 kids, and I'm here to tell you she ain't tell you nothing wrong with just 2 she's experiencing that off of.
Oh, go ahead.
I told Jackie today, we had a little reminiscent moment. We're coming from Miles's banquet. All 6 kids are in the car. We're going the way home. She starts reminiscing on how we used to sit upstairs and eat fish sandwiches. And on Saturday morning, we're watching Bar Rescue and eating fish and grits. And it was just her and I.
That's my show though.
That was what? Listen here. I learned a lot from Mr. Tapper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So when I jump in this lounge life in a minute, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them things that Mr. Tapper taught. Anyway, she started crying. Well, she didn't really cry. She really started moping, and she was like, well, we can't do that anymore because, like, we don't have that type of privacy. We don't have that type of time. We can't just cook 2 pieces of fish and eat a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? What's going to cost us, what it cost us, it was us two. It's not going to cost what, it's costing now.
Right.
And we just don't have that time to do, but we're going to find time. And we've been finding time, and you have to find time. You definitely have to find time with kids. Excuse me. You definitely got to take that you time individually and you time as a couple, as parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely got to take that time because it's detrimental.
I think that's probably been the biggest Achilles heel, or the biggest that's one of the things that we got to do better, me and Naomi. For us, they came at such a interesting time. They were born January 2020. COVID hit March 2020. You know what I mean? So it was like, at that point, we didn't know what was going on. It's no leaving the house. Like, we in here, we stuck. If you leave the house, you taking a shower. As soon as you get back, you know what I mean? Like, all hands on deck. And then for me, my job had some layoffs or whatever, so I wasn't working for the first year. So I really didn't get, back up on my feet until maybe this time last year. Well, about September 2021 is when I started working again. So November 2021, I proposed, you know what I mean? And it's like all my money going towards the wedding, you know what I mean? So it's like stuff gets sacrificed in the interim, you know what I'm saying? And
grown up life.
A lot of the times it be the mommy and daddy time, So I think going forward, that's probably going to be something that we're really going to have to focus on.
That is one of those reasons why when we were at Super Bowl, I invited y'all to once a month, you know what I'm saying, once every other month type of thing, kind of hang out with us for that reason right there. You feel what I'm saying? Because that shit, just remember, that shit real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need that outside time. You need that adult time. You know what I'm saying? You need that time where, I heard somebody say, it was a woman on social media the other day, a woman speaking about women. And out of all she said one thing: women are like 14-year-old little girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, a woman at heart is a 14-year-old little girl. She just wants to be loved. She just wants to be spoiled. She just wants to be happy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You got to cater to that shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We got to be happy too. But that individual thing, you know what I'm saying? Individual happiness is real. Yeah. And that's what comes first.
I think it goes both ways, though, because I think everybody likes to preach that, happy wife, happy life. Oh, and I disagree with that so much because I feel like you have to have a balanced household because people don't realize how much of a man's happiness, like it has to be there because you're relying on this person to parent with you. And I'm learning that just in 2022 and 2023 that right I literally like try to be intentional about asking him how was work, how are you feeling, and granted he may not open up to me like as much as I need him to be, but at least we're getting there. He'll be like, work was good, or it was this, or but the fact that I asked him, are you okay, did you
eventually
eat?
It's just gonna come out so fluently,
because I realized that we can get caught up in, okay, I got to get my kids together. I got to do this for work. I got to do that for work. I got to clean up. I got to do this. And it's like, I never sit down and he's just sitting there playing a game, but I never really asked him, are you good? So I just think that even, Michelle Obama, she was just like, it's not going to always be equal. It could be 75. It could be 100 one day. You just never know, but it's not always going to be equal. So you got to pour into each other. And that's what I'm trying to be very intentional about, and just, when we're getting married, and realize that it's not just a ring or a paper. Like, you are literally physically, it's forever. No matter what you go through, you just got to deal with those emotions.
We locked in.
It's my goal, and I'm sure he's just not hearing this, but
Hey, listen,
but
dope,
I just want to make sure that he's good.
That's good.
Like, his happiness mattered to me.
So when I started saying that, by all means, I didn't like necessarily mean like. I'm glad you said that because I wasn't just focusing on the woman's feelings. Like you said that it was the other part of what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But think about it like this. You feel me? Like that's really dope that you're realizing that. That's really dope that you're making it intentional.
Bro, we come last.
No, listen, bro. Like, listen. Listen, let me tell you. Let me finish what I'm finna say.
Go ahead. But all women know we come last.
As long as we put them first, we're gonna get what we need. That's what that's all I'm trying to say in a short
I definitely
story.
agree with that.
So
That's debatable.
No, bro. Like, no. Listen.
I'm listening.
Somebody said this saying. Another woman. She was talking about no, that happy wife, happy life shit is bullshit, and it's happy home something. She said.
Yeah.
But just being realistic, bro. Be realistic for a real minute. Y'all happy. Y'all in natural bliss, right? As long as she happy, she's gonna be able to make you happy. If you frustrated, if you stressed out, if you feeling any type of pain, if you feeling how you feeling, that shit gonna rub off on her. You feel me? Like, yeah, you can still make sure she good. You can still make sure she got lunch. You can see she looking at you while you making her lunch. She see you frustrated. She see you tired. And then you ain't responding the right way. Like, this is just a hypothetical general speaking.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? She gonna treat you like you're treating her.
Yeah.
But if you pour in, you feel me, even in your days where you mentally tired, you feel me, you fighting depression, you know what I'm saying? You don't know, like you said, you got laid off, you know what I'm saying? That's just one of them things, like that financial shit real. Just the things that we deal with.
Don't get it twisted. I was living the good life.
No, trust me, bro. Listen,
Hey,
I'm just saying.
COVID did
everybody
wonders for me.
everybody
I'm
ain't
not
like
gonna lie
us.
to
We
you.
just we speaking in general right now.
Yeah, I know
me?
that, but
If anybody, if he dealing with something, just think about it like this, okay? If he dealing with something and he's not properly communicating that with her, that's gonna cause a problem in the relationship.
yeah,
If he dealing with something and he's allowing her to step in and be that crutch for him,
right.
that's gonna make him a better man. He gonna respond different to that.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I was just saying, basically, you know what I'm saying? If we make her happy, she's gonna in turn. Now, remember what I told you last week now, and I'm gonna say this while she here. We not on the market. We not in the market. We the market.
yeah,
Because they looking for us. They want us. We want them, of course. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a woman wants a man to call her husband.
right.
So she looking for us.
But I think I totally agree with that. But I think right now, based on like social media, everybody's looking for the material thing. But I
Yes.
think it's starting to switch because women, and I'm just speaking for myself. Like if I was dating, I would be looking for a different type of dude. Like now I'm worried about, is he mentally okay?
Yeah.
Because that means that maybe you got some trauma that you need to deal with. That means you may not be a good communicator.
Yeah.
You may not be a good parent. You may have anger issues. And it's like, I need to figure out, not physically can you take care of me or anything like that, but like, is your mental okay?
Because of
What's
what we
your
are
relationship
today.
with your parents?
Yeah.
You know, and I think those things matter.
They do.
Let me ask you this: how often, or do you verbalize when you need a break?
Hell yeah.
Like, is it like?
I'm getting to a point.
how you
I'm getting
present
to okay. I'll just say because I haven't always done that. You feel me? Like, it's just recently something happened, and dude, at any given time, every day, I at least have 4 of my kids.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like, I'm that father. Like, 2 of my sons stay with their mother.
hmm
You feel me? 2 of my sons live with me, and I have my daughters. You feel me? Their mother and I don't live in the same house right now.
right.
We were separated for a moment, and we're working on, you know what I'm saying, making a different move so we can be in the same house together.
Right.
The right way. So the way that I move, you feel me? I have 4 of my kids at all time, at all through the week. And on
Yeah.
the weekends are supposed to be my break. But what do? That's my weekend, my time with her.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I don't care nothing about being with my kids because I'm with them all the time anyway. So now we got to kick it together. But like I was going to say, answer your question. I get frustrated sometimes. You
Yeah.
feel me? And I didn't know how to properly communicate that. now I do. So it was one instant we were in the car and it was Michaela was daddy, 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 Mia, daddy, Michaela, daddy, Dia, Chubb, daddy, Mia, Michaela, daddy. It's just going like that.
Right.
So I was just like, just everybody be quiet. And Jackie just looked at me. I was like, I hear this all day, every day.
Yeah.
5 days, 6 days, 7 days, all day. Okay? I need to not hear it for a second. Okay?
What's your go-to when you want peace? Like is it
Call of
like,
Duty.
Okay.
The
game.
dogs.
The game.
Okay, so yeah, okay, my dogs are my place of peace, and Call of Duty are my place of peace.
Okay.
If I'm out there with them dogs, like, don't touch me, don't talk to me, don't whisper to me, don't call my phone, don't text my phone, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm out there with my dogs, and I don't like help when I'm back there. You feel me? Or if I'm playing Call of Duty, don't call me, don't text me, don't bother me, leave me alone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that's one of my ways.
Now,
I was gonna ask you, like, because you're not
you
the
know
one.
my go-to.
Yeah, but you don't vocalize when you need a break. I think you've done that like once that I can remember. Like, I just need a break. I'm gonna go downstairs.
Still a new father.
But
Still trying to learn it.
we 3 years in
What's-
though.
It's still new though. See, I'm
but-
6 and I'm 6 kids in, not to interrupt, but I'm 6
No,
kids
you
in. I'm just now learning how to say when I need a break.
I guess
What's-
my question for you would be do you feel like you're comfortable vocalizing when you need a break?
Yeah. I feel like I do a good job of telling you when I need a break.
Okay.
What's my go-to when I need a break?
You go downstairs.
No.
Like when you need like leave me alone.
When
need
I
a break,
say I just need peace and quiet.
you play the game.
No.
I mean, it's different things that you do.
It's only one thing that I do when I say I just need peace and quiet.
Oh, you go take a shower.
That's it. That's my place of peace.
Like no,
That's my
like
pla-
when
that's
I
my
know
place
he's
of
like,
peace.
See,
I just need to go take a shower. Like
See.
I see. I guess for me, I would say for me. Well, I'll let you answer. You said you take a shower.
That's the most soothing, just quiet, listening to the water go down the drain. It might sound like the dumbest thing in the world,
No.
but that is the most peaceful I can get.
I just told my son he didn't want to listen to something my 13-year-old was talking about. And he said something about free time. So him and his little brother share a room. His brother's in the 3rd grade. He's in the 8th grade.
Right.
Okay. The younger one says, Daddy, Michael says he wants some me time. He just wants to be in the room by himself. No, y'all sharing a room. Ain't no such thing
Right.
as me time.
Right.
I looked at my son. I said, do you want to know when I get me time? When, Dad? When I get in the shower.
Yeah.
When I go use the bathroom. That's my me time. That can't be my me time.
But see, I enjoy that.
That can't be your me time.
I love it.
But I think I think everybody's me time is gonna be different. It's
Yeah.
just gonna be different. Like
Yeah.
I guess to answer that question, my me time, meditation. That's I just want to be quiet. I just want to be calm because I know at some point I don't say I'm just not a great communicator when it comes to me being like I'm
What do you know?
overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. I'll just be like, I gotta get it done because
Don't do that.
to me, I'm a mother and I'm like, I gotta get it done. No matter what's going on, I have to get it done.
Mhm.
So I have to do better at communicating to him that, okay, I'm overwhelmed. I need a break.
Mhm.
But I'm getting better at that. But my thing to go to would just be put on my headphones and
Zone out real
just
quick.
zone out
Yeah.
real quick because why not?
That works because I'm sometimes in the car and I don't even play music.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm good to just be quiet.
Silent
just
in the
silence.
car. Oh yeah, dog. Oh yeah.
I fuss at her because the times that I know she needs a break, instead of her like taking the time to relax, she'll like clean up the whole house.
Yeah.
And then my thing be like,
Get busy.
If you need that mental break, like, or if I need it, I'm gonna lay in the bed all day. That's me. I'm gonna lay
Yeah.
in the bed on my off day.
You're not gonna be busy and
I'm
make your
yeah, I'm
mind
not.
work.
It's off day for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
but I can't relax in chaos, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
I cannot relax if it's like I need a space where I can open my eyes and it's clear.
Mhm.
I feel like the more clutter and dirt I see, the more chaos. They're like, that's chaos
That's
for
because
me.
a lot is on
Hey.
your mind, and you start moving. So cleaning up keep you busy too.
Hey, I'm stepping over all them toys. I'm going straight to the room and I'm facing the pillow.
Straight me time.
And Naomi will call and be like what you doing? I'm in the bed.
Yeah, he'll be like, it's my day off. And I'm like,
you ain't do nothing all day?
but
No. I was in the bed.
like me on my day off, I'm cleaning. Because like I told you, for me, it's just I just need that space. Like to me, cleanliness is like it's a free space. I can walk in, I'm not stepping over anything. Of course you have kids, you're gonna clean up every day.
Mhm.
But the fact that I get to clean it up and it's a free space, it's clear of clutter.
For that moment.
I'm good.
Yeah.
See,
Like
I would much rather clean in tandem. I feel like 4 hands are better than 2. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I wait till Naomi get home and we
Y'all
can
tag teaming
we
together.
do it together 'cause I need my me time. I need my free time. I need my peace time.
My dog said my off day is my me time, and I ain't finna do nothing else with it.
Bruh, it's called an off day. That means you need to cut everything off and just relax. At least that's how. Well, nah, for real, I didn't used to do that though. But now that I do it, I go back to work refreshed. And I noticed that a lot of people be burnt out
Getting old,
because
dog.
they work 5 days a week. Like I work 4 days a week, 10 hours. Most people work 5 days a week and their off day is Saturday, Sunday. If you got kids, or at least for my mom, you know what I'm saying, Saturdays was the busiest day of the week because she got 2 kids. One was in the band, one played sports year round. So she worked 5 days a week. You don't get no free time on Saturday. You know where everybody be at on Sunday, you're going to be at church. And my mom was the one that went to both services. So she had church majority of the day.
Ooh, you
know
in
what I'm
church
saying?
all day.
So
You in Sunday school too?
right, Sunday school, yes.
Yeah.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
Can't get away from it. So by the time she go back to work Monday, where'd you get your rest? You know what I'm saying? Like so now you burnt out going into the new week. So people spiral. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I told myself I'm gonna try it and see how it go. And
It's working out good
man,
for you.
it's done wonders. Like I be chilling. You can't tell by the gray hairs, but I be chilling, man. I promise.
Nah, so I was doing some work. That chair go down. See it? The chair going down.
You know why?
Shut the fuck up. You see how long it took for it to do it though? You need to stop.
At my job.
Anyway,
we got chairs just
I
like
was
that.
showing somebody. No, we was on the phone. I was finishing up some work, and we was on FaceTime one day. And one of my partners, he looked in the phone and looked at you. He was like, "Man, he look old as hell." I said, "Nah, he my age." He said, "Man, look at all them gray hairs that man got."
No. I don't know where they
But
came
that's the
from.
stigma. People think gray hairs and they think old, and that's
Yeah.
not necessarily true.
Yeah.
You have babies that's born with gray hair. So it's kind of like, yeah, I may look old, and in your eyes I look old, but like inside I'm young.
Yeah.
I can't lie though. Around 23, 24, I aged myself from stress. Like I was in a bad mental place coming up.
You think
know
that's
what
where it come
mean?
from?
Yeah, I know that's where it come from. Cause I thought that I was gonna be somewhere totally different than I am right now. And
We always have a
right,
path
but-
that we think we're going.
true. But for me, it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? You know me. I was in music.
Mm-hmm.
We was doing a group thing. It was bubbling, and I just got overwhelmed and felt like I was doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I needed to take a break. And it's like when you look around the landscape, it's kind of like with sports. You know what I mean? If you take a day off, or you take a week off, or a year off, you can't get that year back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the game changes, players get better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plays are different. So when you get back out there, you like, dang, like I used to be able to, you know what I mean? I used to be able to get that. I used to be able to make that play. So for me with the music, it was like, dang, those hooks used to come natural. I used to be able to write a verse in like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? That was my calling card. Then it's like, all right, now it's taking me 2 days. Now it's taking 3 and 4 days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
because of mental capacity,
Yeah.
the mental loads you're carrying
yeah,
every day.
I'm carrying a burden, and then
Yeah.
for me, it's like I'm looking around at my landscape, my 2 group mates. You know what I mean? Like one's having issues at home. You know what I mean? So it's like, dang, am I at fault for that? You know what I mean? Do I
Mhm.
blame myself for that? Because was I being selfish? Should I have not, you know what I'm saying, left? Should I have not backed out? Should I have kept going? And then, to see certain groups out there that was at doing the same circus that we was,
Yeah.
and to see them on the BET Awards, the Grammys, you know what I'm saying, plank challenges and all this other stuff, it's like, dang, that really could have been us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, looking back on it, it's like, dang, did you make the right decision? So I stayed in my head a lot. And
I
that
can see
just
that how
caused me to
coulda
stress out.
affected you mentally. You feel me? Like you were y'all downfall type
Yeah,
shit.
that's I question that. You know what I mean?
I can feel that. But see, but see, you can't feel like that because at the end of the day, we were just talking about this in the beginning. Self-care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're taking care of yourself.
Right.
And it just doesn't apply with children. You feel me? Like that's with your everyday life. That's with your friends. That's with your job. You know what I'm saying? Like anything, like it's days, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's days. I don't go out there with the dogs.
Right.
Bro, I got 15 dogs. It's days where I might wake up one day and legit like let the ones in the house out.
Right.
But the ones that's in the yard, they might not see me. Because I need that. You feel me? Like it may be some days where I go out there. No, and let me be clear. My dogs have shelter.
Yeah.
All of my dogs are off the ground. Okay. All of my dogs have access to water and they have access to food.
Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that after I said it's some days I don't fucking go outside.
Yeah. I mean, we know what you mean.
No, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't. So it's some days where I'll be like, okay, well, they got water today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ate good yesterday.
Right.
Like I know I overfed them yesterday. They can miss a meal today. And I got bullies, so bullies hold weight. You feel me? So if I'm feeding them the same portion every day, they're gonna hold weight and get more massive. I don't like thick dogs like that. Anyway, I'm running, but hey, yeah, some days as a business owner, I will not today.
You got something?
Yeah, I was gonna say that I think that we as adults shouldn't be ashamed of self-care. Like, don't feel guilty that you take a day off of work to take care of your mental, or you take an hour or two, or even if it's a week. Like, you can't feel guilty to take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, like, you matter. Like, you can't function at work, you can't function as a parent, you can't function as a friend or family or whatever. You have to take care of yourself. And I think, we're getting to, and people are like, oh, mental health and therapy, but I think at the end of the day, people don't take it as serious as they need to. Like, if you literally are physically sick, you cannot function mentally or physically. So it's important, no matter what it is, find that outlet, just to take care. And I think a lot of women, we don't take that outlet and say, oh, well, and we just feel guilty about it. And I, for one, sometimes I do. I'm like, oh, I should be doing this, but I'm learning, that I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I know my kids probably need to eat right now,
Yeah.
and
they're not starving.
I just need 5 minutes.
They're not starving.
Right. I just need 5 minutes. Even though I know my kids just ate 20 minutes ago, but they're saying they're hungry, but I just need 5 minutes to myself.
You said this earlier, dog. You say, if I'm not good myself, I can't be good for you.
Right.
You feel me? So take that time. You think sometimes, see, this is where the name Horrible Dads come in at right here on stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because it be times where Mia can have her snack, have her a chip, or I know she's good, and she will just be, Daddy, can I have a snack? Daddy, can I have this? And I'll be like, no, not right now. And she just whines. It just spazzes. And I'm like, no, you're not getting it right now. You just had it. You just had a Gatorade. You just had some tea. You just had some juice. You can't eat that right now. I just gave you a whole sandwich and you didn't even eat that. Like, hell no, you can sit down for a second and just chill.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is where my horrible dad comes in at. All right, so
she can't wait to hear this.
Oh no, she'll know. She know. We got 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They the same age, and they are every bit of identical twins. But
I just want to say that's dope as hell.
I appreciate that. So I'll go in the living room and cut on Mickey Mouse, Clubhouse, Eureka, and I'm gonna try to tiptoe my way out the room.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Believe that.
Try to sit at the table for a little, you know what I'm saying, quick little 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna try to inch my way back to the back room, and I might chill out, and I might be like, yes, they quiet, they in there, they chilling. Next thing I know, I hear the footsteps. I just hear them, and I'm just like, Daddy, come on, let's go watch, let's go. And it's just like, yeah, but
you been out. You was gone too long, dog.
hi, man.
You were gone too long.
I be trying though. I try it every day.
Yeah, you and me both. I'm gonna take that living room, and I will put that Gracie corner on. You hear me? Or it's Mia got this Barbie thing right now. I tiptoe away too.
I got a question for both of y'all though.
Go ahead.
Do you feel like as a man that you saying like I need a moment, I'm mentally not there, do you think that can be looked at as being weak?
Go ahead, Ron.
I think that a lot of men will never say they need a moment. They'll never say, that they're at their breaking point. I think it is not coming from a standpoint of them feeling weak. I think it's just the stigma of men have to be strong. We're not allowed to think that, we're tired. We're not allowed to feel tired. Isn't in a man's vocabulary. Like, we get all of these sayings as kids growing up. And when you get older, you try to, live by those principles. You try to stick to those sayings. And I mean, I'm a different breed because I'm going to tell you how I feel immediately. Like, I'm not going to try to fake the phone. I'm not. Well, I take that back. Now, if I'm looking at you or if I'm looking at my family and I know that I need to be, you know what I'm saying, the rock, the backbone, then I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do for them. But if I know that everybody can handle themselves, hey, I need a break. Hey, I'm about to go to Martin House. Like, I'm quick to do that. So
yeah.
Definitely gonna piggyback on what you said and add to something you said. And you started with saying we've been trained to not show emotion. And when you've been trained not to do that so long, when it's time to learn how to show emotions, you don't know how to properly do that. So a lot of guys have problem with wanting to show emotions, but not properly learning how to display them. You feel me?
Yeah.
Me personally, that's why I told you to go first, because I didn't want either one of us to sound like we were saying the same thing.
Right.
But I know you know me. I ain't never gave a damn about what nobody said about me. I never cared about somebody thinking something about me because I was too emotional. I'm emotional as hell. I'm probably one of the most emotional friends that he probably has. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm probably most sensitive. Who more sensitive?
I know a cancer. I know a cancer.
Who? What? Somebody's more sensitive to me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there we go right there. Let's just let you know. I have been maybe in other crowds that I've been with, I've probably been the most sensitive guy. I don't care nothing about crying. I'll cry. You feel me? I don't care nothing about letting you know how I feel because I'm going to let you know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if you don't feel what I'm feeling, you feel me, then we ain't vibing and it's cool. I have no problem with being away from you. I have no problem with you not understanding where I'm coming from.
Right.
I have no problem with that. And that's okay. You have your feelings and I have mine. If you feel like you're looking at me a certain type of way, those are your personal feelings.
Right.
That don't make me who I am. Just because you're looking at me like I'm weak because I cry or share my feelings, that's your personal opinion. That don't make me weak.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, I just, my uncle always told me something. He went to prison for a long time. Dog got out of prison. Dog say, you know what water do to a duck? When water get on a duck, you know what it do?
What it do?
That's my response. I was like, what does it do? He said it beat up and roll right off. That was my response too. I promise you. That was my response.
Yeah.
Because I thought about it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Nigga, you like animals. You love animals.
Yeah.
He just gave it to you just then. Like, water really beads up and rolls right off of a duck. There's no possible way to get a duck wet. You can't. You'll never see a duck wet.
That's interesting.
You'll see a duck flap his wings in the water and get all like that. He's just stretching. He's just letting the wind in his feathers. You feel me? But he'll never catch a duck wet.
That's interesting.
You'll never catch chickens are hard to get wet too. Anyway, but I learned that lesson. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like, let it roll off. Somebody's personal opinion about you don't even matter.
Right.
Because from 9 out of 10, they probably don't know you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever cried in front of your significant other?
Me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Every
For
one
real?
of them.
For real?
Every one of them. Especially when, okay, so, dog, I was like a shit bag asshole, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. You feel me? So a lot of the reasons why I got emotional in front of my significant other was because I fucked up.
The guilt.
You feel me? Like, and I really felt that pain. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like, you feel me? Back in the day, okay, so check it. You feel me? Back in the day with Nicole, you feel me? Like, next time I seen her, I cried. You feel me? Like, after all that shit was going on.
Like, hold on. Not to make
No, there wasn't no boo-hoo shit.
No, I'm
you
just
feel
saying
me?
not to make light of a situation. So I'm saying like you saw her and like you walked up to her crying.
No. It was like we had a conversation, and in that conversation with me trying to, niggas tears started rolling. You feel me? Like, yeah, nigga, and even with Jackie, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, Jackie, she will see me cry right now.
Yeah.
And she knows. See, she knows me so well to know if I'm crying, something's really wrong.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So now she'll look at it, she'll try to make it better or something. I used to cry back in the day because I was wrong.
Yeah.
Try to make some shit right. I cry.
I don't think I've ever cried in front of anybody. As far as significant others go, but it takes
Why?
It takes a lot to get me to the point of crying.
What makes you cry? Like, it's either pain, joy, happiness. What makes you cry?
It's definitely not happiness.
So when you're happy, when you're so happy about something,
like I've never been,
shed a tear.
I've never been so happy I cried.
That's crazy, bro.
I know, and I see people do it all the time.
Madness,
it's never happened. I don't know.
You need to get in touch with your emotions.
I feel like I am though.
No, you're not.
But see,
you didn't cry when your daughters were born.
Mm-mm.
You got me fucked up. I cried when every one of my children were born.
I was elated. You know what I'm saying?
I was so happy. I cried.
He was in shock. I don't think he was literally in shock. Like, I think he had time to process any emotion because, I mean, I cried because thank God I'm here with my kids.
Yeah.
And I didn't die having them. But I think literally the doctor was like, "Hey, your dad." He's like, "Oh."
Like, yeah, like I had my camera.
Yeah, he was in shock, complete shock.
She was just like, okay, we're getting, the first one's coming out. Naomi had a C-section, so they was like, all right, the first one's coming out. Boom, Amaya pops out, and
she said her name was Omi.
I don't call her that.
So. Well, I'm just telling you.
Omi the Rebel.
That's not my name. Stop saying that, please. My name is Omi.
The baby's coming.
I don't like.
But yeah, the baby was coming, and the doctor held the baby up. And she was like, "You're a dad," and it was just like,
did you know it was a girl before? They came out?
We knew it was two girls.
Okay.
So it was like I was just like, oh snap, like dang, like yo, like I really got a baby, like that's crazy. So she was like, come hold your baby. So it was just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So I jumped, I'm holding her, and I'm like, dang, this is crazy.
You were a square.
And then like,
in the delivery room.
I gave her to the nurse or whoever was cleaning her off, and then it was at that moment. Well, no, so 2 minutes later, Anaya came, or was it 9 minutes later?
It was 3.
Okay. Whew. I think one was 9:02, one was 9:04, but I could be wrong. But
she said 3 minutes, bro. That's definitely not.
Either way, Anaya comes out.
But I'm on your side because I forget shit too.
And the doctor holds up Anaya, and she's like, "Dad, take the picture." And I was like, "Oh snap! I do got a camera." Like I was in shock. But like when those moments happen for me, it's out of body experiences. So it's like it's not that I'm not in tune with my emotions, but it's like I be in a totally different place when those moments happen.
You got me bent. You hear me? I'll be real with you. I cried with all of my children. Okay, one of them I wasn't there for because I told you about that situation. I ain't gonna speak about it on air, but that situation was a little different.
Yeah.
Right. But everybody else, I was there.
Right.
Dog, when Mia was born, I left Jackie at the hospital. Like, I had to go home and I had to decompress. I'm finna tell you how I decompress. Cat had just had a little girl.
Yeah.
My brother had just had a little girl. He had felt what I felt, what I was about to feel. He had already felt it. He had already dealt with it. It hadn't hit me that I was about to have a little girl. Dog, when Mia came and I seen Jackie was fine and everything was good, Mia was good, I was like, babe, I gotta, go to the crib for a minute. I'll be back. She knew what I was going to the crib to do, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I was trying to get right real quick. Dog, Buddha was with me. I called Cat on FaceTime. And as soon as he answered the phone, I'm holding the phone like that. We sit on the back porch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get right. I looked at my brother, and I just started bald face crying.
Yeah.
Cat looked at me. Cat said, I told you you was gonna feel that.
Yeah.
What I felt was the joy of having a daughter.
Right.
The first child that I had, I wanted a son. I got that.
Yeah.
Everything else that happened, it happened the way that it happened. The girls came when they came. Dog, let me tell you, I was on the back porch while Jackie was a day in just having this baby. I was sitting on our back porch crying on the phone. Bald face crying.
Yeah.
Because I was so happy that I had a daughter. He was like, I said, that feeling was different. Like, I felt the boys coming out.
Right.
I was, we like that.
Yeah.
Shit, me. That's why I say you didn't cry when your daughters were born. Like, you were like that amazed. Like, those are your first kids, so I can just imagine. And then the way that it happened, you feel me? Like, that was probably amazement. And it make you go in shock too. But dog, I cried.
Yeah.
Like I'm to my snotty nose boo who cried.
Yeah.
To my brother.
Before you answer, hold on. We're gonna pay some bills real quick.
Money is no object.
Yeah, thank you. It's just here.
Well, all right. So we back. I believe it's on you, Naomi. The question was, have you ever cried in front of your significant other?
You already know.
They don't know.
I cry as much as I possibly can about everything.
Everything.
I cry when I'm happy. I cry watching movies. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm frustrated. I cry.
What's your sign?
Cancer.
I cry. Right. I cry.
She's a cancer too.
I know. And so is Joe and Jason and Mike.
I cried. But you know what? As much as you would think I'm a crybaby, I don't express my feelings as much as you would think I would. I just bottle it up and be like, but I'll cry out of frustration.
Mm-hmm.
But he's seen me like boo, like I'm like snotty nose crying. That's probably when my best friend passed. That's probably like the worst he's seen me cry. But other than that, it's just like simple tears. But I'll cry at anything. I don't care. I don't care if anybody see me crying. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
I'm human. It's an emotion. And he's like, you don't need to cry. I'm like, I'm about to shed a tear.
I cry at movies. I see movies sometimes. My nose will get all burning and everything.
I think that's okay. I think some women see men cry and it's like, or like a romantic movie, and he's like, "You crying? Are you serious?" It's like, no,
Child,
you're crying. Oh my gosh!
it could be romantic. It could be sad. It could be touching. If something come on that screen and something emotional is going on, and it's like an awe moment. Oh, that motherfucker's gonna start burning up here, and the tear about to drop.
But when did you feel like it was okay? Like I can cry in front of that person.
Okay. Growing up, it wasn't okay to cry. I had to suck that shit up.
Yeah.
I got punched in my chest for it. I got knocked down for it. And mind you, I had to be an example for my brother who's 3 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So I grew up like not wanting to fight.
Right.
Okay. I didn't want to cry. You feel me? So it wasn't okay when I was growing up. And I just told my son, I'm finna answer your question because it's always something. It's always something. Told my son he's not going to be a 25-year-old man meeting the love of his life and he's dealing with his childhood trauma.
Yeah.
I felt like it was okay to cry in front of her once she saw where I came from.
Right.
You feel me? So I had taken her. She had already been around my mom and my brother,
Yeah.
and seen pretty much how things were going. And then I took her down where I was from, you know what I'm saying? And she spent the weekend there. We spent the weekend there. And she seen like really what my mother took us away from,
Yeah.
and some of the stuff that goes on, you feel me? So after she knew me and I really like made myself transparent to her,
Yeah.
that was one of them things right there, like you finna accept this because I'm finna cry.
Right.
And me crying finna let you know I'm serious. So like we was talking today. I ain't cry, you feel me?
Yeah.
But we were talking today and I had some shades on, you feel me? It was just a little sunny out. I had the shades on, you feel me? Like I can't, like my eyes getting worse.
Right.
You feel me? Like I used to have really good eyes, but now like they really, really getting bad.
Yeah.
So the sun glare, light glare, like I can't do that because if I'm looking at it and then like if I look at that light, boom, now I
Yeah,
can
it's
turn
gonna
away.
light,
And it's,
yeah.
I now all I see is that light.
Yeah.
I can look at it that quick.
Right.
So sunglasses help me. You feel me? Like I legit like leave my sunglasses anyway, dog.
Yeah.
We talking, and she asked me a question, and I just started venting. Like it just started coming. And I'm driving, and I'm looking at her, you feel me, with my shades on. I'm looking at her, you feel me? And next thing you know, I just snatch my shades off and I just look at her. She was like, babe, you didn't have to take your shades off. I was like, I had to let you know I'm serious. She's like, oh, I can see your face. Like, I know what you look like when you're serious now. You feel me? And sometimes when it get like that, hell yeah, a tear drop.
Yeah.
A motherfucker drop. Or sometimes the eye just get watered. Like, I ain't gonna say I cried to drop him down like I'm a fucking crybaby. But
I mean,
if I get emotional,
you do, man.
you got me fucked up. When I get emotional, I'm gonna cry. If I feel it, I'm gonna cry. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
if it's happiness, if it's pain, I'm gonna cry.
You want to know the craziest thing about my life and the way it's set up is like coming up as a kid. If you ask any of my friends like that came up with me for real in the neighborhood, I was a crybaby. Like I'm talking about, I would cry.
You?
Yeah, nah, I was like a crybaby. Like that's it. So the way my neighborhood was set up, we was one of the first families to move into that neighborhood. So we kind of got like first dibs on the house in the yard or the acres of land. So my backyard was the biggest backyard in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I guess as far as like
How the
limb goes.
landscaping goes.
Yeah, so like we would play baseball in my backyard, we would play basketball in my front yard, play football in my backyard. And my mom, I used to feel like she was tormenting me because my friends they all be in my backyard. It's like 18 of us in the neighborhood. We all in the backyard playing baseball, 9-on-9. And my mom would be like, you gotta go and you gotta come inside. And it's just like, but like the game's not over yet. And like, mind you, I'm like baseball man. Like this is my sport. You gotta come inside. So it's just like I could remember times where I'd be up the bat, getting ready to swing. You gotta come inside. Now I'm storming off and I'm crying to the door. So like my friends, they all see me crying.
That's a different type of hurt.
The next day, we playing basketball. My mom like, hey, you gotta come inside. They can still play on your goal, but you gotta come inside. So I'm looking out the window at my friends still playing on my goal, and I have no reason why I'm inside, in my opinion. Like, I could still be outside. And I'm boo-hoo crying. Like, they would see me boo-hoo crying into the house to the point where, like, sometimes they would come to the door and like, ask me, you know what I'm saying, could I come outside to play? And because I'm so dark-skinned, they would see, like, the dry tear marks on my face and was like, bro, you been crying? Like, you been crying? But I was like a real big crybaby, and I think around
that's the
around maybe 13, that's when it stopped.
You cried for it was sports related. Let me say that.
But I mean it was
you
just,
didn't cry for nothing for real.
Man, that was hurt.
What hurt? Because you can't play with your friends no more?
Yeah, but why? No,
Yeah,
no.
boy.
The hurt is why
They can play on my property, but I gotta go in the house.
Yeah, why you let them continue to
It's
play
like
on
teasing
my
you type
yard?
shit.
Yeah, like what's up?
But
you
do you think you're gonna cry like when we
No.
get married?
No,
You don't think you're gonna cry?
I asked him that.
I think he's gonna
I asked
cry.
him that.
I don't.
He said no.
I didn't cry at my dad's funeral, and everybody knows how much I love. Like I take that back. I cried.
You a tough cookie, boy.
No, I cried, but I didn't cry. Like I didn't cry giving my speech. You know what I'm saying? I cried when I looked at my sister and how she couldn't
You think you
handle
gonna cry
it.
at your mama's funeral? Yeah, I was finna say, boy.
I don't know.
Let me tell you like this here.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not cause you know what I'm saying. I'm a mama's boy, but I was my daddy's son too. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. I asked you that for a reason. You hear me? Because like my dad was like absent. You hear me? But
Yeah.
I'm a daddy's boy. That shit complicated. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I think I end up crying at my daddy's funeral, right? But I know I'm gonna cry at my mama's funeral.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, boy, that's different. That shit hurt. That shit,
I mean, yeah,
that's
yeah,
different
most
right there,
definitely.
boy.
I can't say whether I will or I won't. Like the only time
She
I
asked
cry,
you, was you gonna cry at the wedding, dog?
right? I'm probably not.
You should. I believe he gonna cry.
I mean,
on you. Hey,
I've tried to
when
force.
he see you come down that aisle, and he realized that this thing about to be forever, forever, ever, forever, ever.
It's been 10 years already,
bro. Like, man. Listen, that shit gonna hit different. I'm gonna tell you. I believe it. I ain't did it yet. Well, I was my brother's best man at his wedding.
Yeah.
Last March. Bitch, I cried. I had to dap my brother up, you feel me?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, we did that. When my sister-in-law came down the aisle, all I could think about was, oh, shit, this shit for real.
Yeah.
This is for real. Look how good she look. Look at my brother. I'm happy for my brother. Dog. My brother started crying. Cat ain't no crybaby. You know that. You feel me? Like, Cat tougher than me. He's the better version of me.
Yeah.
You feel me? So he's a lot tougher than I am. He's a lot more disciplined than I am. He has a lot more control of his emotions. You feel me? Like, he's just a better version of me.
Yeah.
Dog, when I looked over and seen my brother crying, and I looked down the aisle and seen my sister-in-law walking up the aisle,
Yeah.
I can't do nothing but cry. I'm going to cry for you. I'm going to let you know right now because I love y'all. You feel me? Like, this is my brother.
I'm probably not going to cry. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Listen, man, you can say that right now until you see that woman coming down that aisle, boy, because I'm going to tell you right now, me and Jackie get married. If that's what the Lord holds for us, in the universe, and we going to continue this thing, tell you right now, when I see that stallion walk down that motherfucker, I'm gonna cry. You hear me? I'm gonna cry.
I'm just not a crier. Like the only
nigga, you better turn the water faucet on, nigga. I loosen that motherfucker.
I don't want to be fake though.
And that's I've tried to force a cry and it just does not work. Like how some people can turn on, turn it off. I can't do it.
See, but that's what I'm saying.
The only time
genuineness.
No, the only time I cry, because I cry. But the only time I cry...
When do you cry?
When I'm listening in the gospel music. That's the only time I cry.
Because that touches you somewhere. That's what it is.
I mean, yeah,
that touches a part of you and touches that type of emotion.
But it's only certain songs.
Look at that joy that you feel. Okay, is it worship songs that does that? Or
it depends. I mean, it's usually a slow lot. Like
it's a worship song.
I never would have made it.
It's a worship song. It's a worship song.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm telling you. When you feel that emotion in a worship song, you don't think that before God today, when you take this woman's hand to be your forever,
I think I'm gonna have another out of body experience. That's usually in moments
you
like
a
that.
Tough cookie, bro.
That's usually how it happens for me.
This ninja tough.
Like in sports, when I would make a play that's like a miraculous or unbelievable play.
We didn't even celebrate though. No,
but no, I'm saying I be out of body. Like it's like I can see myself making the moves that I'm doing, and then like once I score, it's like I'm back. But I don't. It's almost as if like I didn't just do what I just did. I just watched it.
The only reason.
So it's like I don't have that. I don't know.
The only reason I can understand what you're saying because I played with you.
Yeah.
And I know when you score, you have no emotion on your face.
Yeah, it be
like,
weird.
I know this. Like we celebrating, even nothing like this. Is a quick handshake, and we finna get back to the other type shit.
Yeah.
Like I literally know you to score a touchdown, get an interception, throw a touchdown, and you have no emotion on your face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
He might come with a quick "let's go" or something like that, but it's really nothing major. And we shake hands and we walk off, and it's over with. We finna go back to the huddle.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I think that comes from. I think I have done a very good job of learning my emotions and how to control them, so I can keep myself in check. Like Naomi will tell you, when we get in confrontations or arguments, I'm usually calm. Like I can sit there and we can have a very heated discussion without me going to the expletives. Well, if you get me to that point, I'm a curse. But for the most part, I don't I could probably count on my hand
Because you're a nonchalant
how many
asshole.
times I've like raised my voice and
I can
cursed
say it.
like
I'm
for
gonna say
real.
it. You're a nonchalant
I get that a lot that
asshole.
I'm nonchalant.
Well, I think when it comes to me, he knows how sensitive I can get in an argument. So he chooses his words carefully. And most of the time I'm normally the one doing the cursing and he's not. So when we get to the point where if we have to yell, and then at this point, I mean, the kids, they're like, we try to make sure we don't argue in front of them. But we know they're asleep, and I'm just like,
It come out like that.
It just come out. But
Yeah.
he's normally the one that's just like really calm, and he's talking like this, and I'm just like, yeah, but I don't care.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I'm actually learning to communicate how he communicates, because somebody told me something one time and they said that instead of talking to the person, you talk at the person. And it's like, how can you expect the person to even receive anything that you're saying because you're talking at the person and not talking to a person? That's not a kid. That's an adult. So you talk to them as an adult. And I was just like, wow. Like, I've been talking to him as a kid, and that's super disrespectful. So I'm learning to be like, you know what? Why are you yelling? Is that really changing anything? Are you getting a solution out of it? Of course, I'm human. I'm going to go back and forth, but I know mentally now I'm aware of what I'm doing. So if we're having a heated discussion, I really try to be intentional of like meeting his tone. So I'm not talking at him, I'm talking to him.
Since she brought the topic up, that's a very, very good question. What's your policy on arguing in front of your kids?
Do that. Like, I mean, we might have a disagreement, but the raising of the voice, we're not finna do that.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be times where I will shut that thing down. If I see it getting out of hand, I'll be like, all right,
Yeah.
that's enough. You know what I'm saying? And she's gotten to a point now where she knows, okay, well, not because he telling me this enough, but more of a because, okay, wait a minute, he kind of spoke, so let me just pay attention type shit. You feel me? So now, we definitely, we not finna argue. I ain't finna argue with you, period.
Yeah.
You feel me? I might raise my voice when I get frustrated. You feel me? But doing it in front of kids, no. Now it's
the way I look at it is people get it misconstrued. They feel like arguing and yelling are the same thing. I think personally that it's healthy to argue in front of your kids. I think that they need to see two people have a disagreement and be able to come to a resolution.
I was just about to say that, but I couldn't get it out.
And I think that a lot of people, they are fearful of the yelling, so they don't even want to broach the argument in front of their kids. But to me, that doesn't teach them problem solving. That teaches them to hold it inside, because they're not stupid. And especially as they get older, they see it.
Yeah.
So they might see mommy and daddy disagreeing, and they might see mommy and daddy go their separate ways. So now when they get older, now instead of talking it out with their significant other, they're just gonna go bottle it up inside. So I think that it's healthy to argue. I think that as long as it's constructive, you know what I'm saying, that's what you need to focus on. In the argument, an argument is just one person at one side, the other person at another side, and they're trying to get to the middle. I don't think that like yelling and arguing and domestic disputes are three totally different things. You know what I'm saying? So I think that once people realize that, and I think if they take counter steps, you know what I'm saying, or minor steps, they can get to the point where you can actually, you know, have these discussions in front of your child or your children and it not be toxic.
The thing is, you just said it, people misconstrue what an argument really is.
Right.
You feel me? Like an argument is just a disagreement between two people stating their opinions.
That's all it is.
You feel me? But like you said, when somebody goes to raise their tone, that's when things get out of hand.
Right.
People go to talking sideways, that's when things get out of hand. That's the unhealthy stuff right there. That's what the children don't need to see. The children don't need to see you talking at each other. You feel me? The children don't need to see somebody name calling. You feel me? The children don't need to see somebody getting hit. You feel me? But I agree. That's what I was going, but I stopped because I didn't really know how to get it out.
Right.
But I was definitely going to say it's good for them to see a healthy disagreement to properly know how to problem solve and communicate in a relationship. My son, my 13-year-old, we talking, and this guy, I tell this boy, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with my 13-year-old. He goes and looks and was like, well, we're not arguing. And he might say something slick, you feel me? I said, well, now it's about to turn into an argument because now you're not gonna be quiet. So now I have to teach you how to have a conversation and still have a disagreement, you know? So
I was a product of that in that environment of like thinking my parents are like the perfect couple and not having that skill set to problem solve and running from it. And I had to learn that really, really fast that, you know, when people are in relationships, they're going to argue. They're going to possibly raise their voices. But it's okay to argue in front of your kids. Like we can talk like this and we can have an argument or disagreement. It's, you know, people like to soften us a disagreement.
Yeah.
But and some people like, you shouldn't argue in front of your kids because it teaches them violence. No, it doesn't. Because I want my kids to know mommy and daddy are not perfect.
Yeah. We
are not perfect. We are going to argue, but at the end of the day, they're going to see mommy and daddy kiss and hug and make up. They're going to be like, oh, they had an argument. Oh, they're good.
Absolutely.
They're good now.
That's the biggest part right there.
I think it's also about what are you arguing about in front of them? Are we talking about family stuff? Are we talking about our relationships? So it's just, I also feel like if you're going to argue, there are certain things that you should argue in front of them about. Some things kids don't need to.
Absolutely.
They just don't need to hear.
Completely agree.
But
if it's something major, I mean, something small as dishes, you know what I'm saying? Something small as the trash, you know what I'm saying? Anything small like that. But like you said, relationship problems definitely shouldn't be handled in front of the children. You feel me? So I definitely agree with that.
I feel like those should be kept for the bedroom. We hash those out.
Yeah, but that's what you
gotta hash those
boom, boom. God damn it. Hey, man, I wanted to say this. I said it earlier. It's dope, and I love that y'all have twins. Michaela was a twin.
Yeah.
And I was like super fucking excited. Then I heard y'all were having fucking twins. And that was like, y'all had twins after Mia, around the time when we had Mia. So when y'all had the twins, and then she comes up pregnant talking about, oh, it might be two of them. I was like, oh shit, like super excited. That's why I said it was dope. It was really dope.
Man, that was a very trying time witnessing all of my friends get pregnant. It was y'all were happy and elated and excited, and I was catching hell. I was catching hell on this end.
What do you mean you was catching hell? You don't think I call hell in any pregnancy?
Nah, what I'm saying is, like, we were both happy for everybody that got pregnant.
Oh, yeah. But y'all,
you couldn't help but feel a little left out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
and every time somebody popped up pregnant, it was just like, bruh. You're not doing me any favor.
You couldn't even be fucking happy.
It's like we happy, you know what I'm saying? But I know in about 20 minutes.
I'm finna hear it.
Yeah. Why me? Like, oh my God. Here we go again. Like, why is everybody popping up pregnant but me? Like, that's weird behavior.
That man said time and patience.
Hey, God had something else planned for us.
Time and patience.
God wanted to teach Naomi a lesson.
Patience.
And I think that she got her lesson.
I definitely double time. I said, God, you're being funny because I asked for one kid. And it's so funny because like I had no symptoms. Like I had none. For a month and a half, I knew nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing all the regular single stuff a woman would do. I was going out, I was partying, nothing. And then my sister was like, you look funny. What? No, I don't. Don't look funny. I don't know what you're talking about. She was just like, yeah, okay, but you look funny. And I'm just like, okay. And then, women, we all know him if you're listening. We follow the app, and I'm like, oh, what thing's at 5 days? I didn't even realize it because I'm on a trip. I'm going to see my grandmother. She's an elder. I'm
Yeah.
happy to see her. We have my nieces and nephews. I'm not thinking about that, So it's like, okay, 5 days. She's like, you should probably go test because nothing was there. But when I tried to put on some pants and I couldn't breathe, I was just like, yeah, that's weird. Probably just getting fat because I eat too much. But
That's from her perspective. There was one time that I questioned whether or not she was pregnant. We was at my god sister's graduation party, and I don't know. She was just all over the place emotionally, and we was downstairs, and I think like she went to go sit on the couch, but like the pillows were kind of like dusty,
Mm.
and she just like snapped and was just like, yo, where's the vacuum cleaner? Like I need to dust this up, like it's dusty. And she like went on this little tangent, and I just remember she walked out the room,
That was her nesting.
and my mom, she looked at me and she said, is Naomi okay? And I was like, to my knowledge, yeah, I think she's okay. Like, and she was like, it just seems a little different. And I was just like, I mean, yeah, that was crazy. I ain't never seen her really just act like that. So I don't know where that came from. And I knew what my mom meant when she said that. I was just like, dang, that's crazy. I wonder, you know what I'm saying? But we had just came from a conversation where, you know what I mean, we didn't think she was pregnant. So it was kind of
You wasn't even
like,
about to question again.
yeah, it was just like, that was kind of weird, but she had been weird lately. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm thinking maybe she being weird because of the conversations we was having, but yeah, she was pregnant.
I
And
had no idea.
yeah,
I had no idea
it was
until
wild.
you know what? What actually made me take a test is my grandmother looked at me and was like, "You're pregnant, Grandma." Ha, that's funny. No, I'm not. And she's like, "It may be twins." Oh, now you really tripping. I kid you not. My sister was my
Get you
hand
to
got my
talking to the
sister.
mic,
My
please.
sister was like right there having a conversation with her, and I was just like,
Wow.
"Aha, yeah, no, Grandma, like you're wrong. Sorry, that's not true. I'm not pregnant."
And she called the twins.
And my
Oh,
sister's
my
like,
aunt called the twins.
my sister was like, "Just go take a test. I mean, you late anyway, okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." So of course, my story, go take a test. It comes up negative. I throw it in the trash. For what? It's negative. Ooh, we good. My sister's like, "Oh no.
You gotta give that thing some time.
You got to give like
Yeah,
5 minutes." So we
yeah.
just sitting there watching it.
Yep, and that motherfucking line pop
Oh
up.
man, I was just like, "That's weird." Okay, that explains a lot. And I called him. Well, actually, I called him. I think he was asleep at the time, so I sent a picture, and he's like, "I can't see a line. You're not pregnant." I'm like, "Well, let's take the digital ones. You think I'm crazy?" And
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought
he was
tripping.
like, "You're not." He's like, "I'm zooming in the picture. I don't see the line." I'm like, "Okay, well."
No, it was like one line, then it was like a faint line. So it was like,
If a line,
A line
but
is
nah,
line.
but it was like one
I
of
don't give
them.
listen here, dog. Let me hear.
Nah, it was one of them where it can look like it wasn't a line, but it could look like it was a line.
Dog, if she ain't pregnant, it ain't gonna look like no line.
There's
Yeah.
You understand? It ain't gonna be one line.
That
If
thing
she-
looked like it could have been a glare on the
Hey, so
screen,
okay,
though.
check this right. You heard when you take them COVID tests, right?
Yeah.
And you know, even if it's a faint line, you
It's
got
a
COVID.
line.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is have another line.
I mean, yeah. I'm just saying.
That was your denial.
If you would have looked at it.
You understand? You like, nah, ain't no line down here.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
just, are you sure? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to get your hopes up because I know how much this means. You know what I'm saying? So be sure, because if it's not, then.
That digital one said, "Ha." Yep, well, that's what it is. But enough about my issues and my. I got a question for y'all though.
Uh-oh.
What is the best part of being dads?
The best part for me is watching them be defiant in ways that I didn't think they could.
Mm.
I think that I am a very complicated individual, and I feel like they take on my personality, both of them at any given time. So for me, it's like, damn, I didn't even think you had that capability to do that.
Dog, I want to go before you this time because here we go again. I'm being real.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you
Nah,
off.
nah, that was it.
But best part of being a parent, being a dad, and I don't know about watching them be defiant, but I love to see them grow. I love to see them learn. I love to see them become the individual that they are. Now, I can completely agree with you. I got 6 kids. And I feel like every one of
Damn.
those I'm so grateful for each one of them. Dog, I feel like each one of my children are a different part of me.
Yeah.
Like, truly a different part of me. Miles is my aggressive side. Chubb is my submissive side.
Yeah.
Joshua is my I want to be long side.
Yeah.
Michael is my I'm the protector side. Mia and Michaela, this shit, that's the softest
That's
part
your
of me I
emotional
know.
side.
Yeah, it's the softest part of me I know. And it's crazy because I can see them, each of them, when they with each other, especially the boys, you know what I'm saying? When I see the boys together, I can see me in different lights in my life.
Right.
You feel me? So that's the best part about it, watching them grow.
What's the best part about watching me be a dad for you?
That was a question.
I think that they get to experience somebody that they're gonna always compare their men to. They're gonna say, my dad handles my mom like this. So if you're not doing, like you said earlier, if you're not doing, that how my mom is taken care of, then I'm good. And also it's the way that you're patient with them. Like, I think sometimes that, kids, they can take you to that point, but
Mhm.
literally every day it's like you grow more patient with them, and the way you teach them and about different things that you've learned and about music and the movies you watch. So I think it's the way you interact with them. It's a sweet spot for me. Like every time I see you pick them up and you come home from work and the first thing they like, daddy. And it's like, damn, I got a good man.
Mhm.
Like I got an amazing father for my children. And not only because of how you parent, but you're there. You're intentionally there.
Yeah.
Like I can count on, like, you were at all my appointments for my for throughout the pregnancy. I think you may have missed one because I think something happened, but it's those moments that it's a sweet spot for me, that I know the kids like you're like the highest point for them. It's like
Yeah.
they don't even care when you come in the room. It's like, we don't care about mommy. You see it, daddy. It's like daddy, and then they follow you everywhere, and it's a blessing to see that. To know that as they get older, they're gonna always like look up to you and say, "No, my dad is this or my dad is that." And
Yeah.
granted, we all are flawed individuals, and they're gonna see something and be like, not sure about that." But to have you as their father, that's just awesomeness for me.
I think that it would have been absolute comedic gold if I could just cry right then.
That was.
I
Listen,
think that would have been funny.
I feel you. It wouldn't have been funny. It would have been more sweet.
I'm just saying,
But
for me to say that I don't cry and then boom, I cried, that would have been funny. But
some
I tried.
ironic stuff right here, right? The universe worked crazy. Okay?
Yeah.
Jackie and I had this conversation this morning. Like in the bed. Like no, like I was over here like this here, like, God damn, for real? Because we just had this, the alignment. You hear me?
It's
Like
an alignment.
we had this conversation this morning. And I was having one of my moments, you feel me? And I looked at her, and we still in the bed. I'm talking about we fresh out of waking our eyes up. We ain't even got out of bed to brush our teeth yet.
Yeah.
And we're talking, you feel me? And she said something. I was just like, I said something about the kids or not being able to do something for them. And she was just like, you need to stop.
Yeah.
Like, you have something like you nor I had. Like, your kids are going to be able to say, Daddy went outside and threw the baseball with me.
Right.
Your kids are going to be able to say, Daddy took time and wrestled with me.
Yeah.
Your kids are going to be able to say, you were there. Same thing you just said to him.
Yeah.
She said the same, like, I'm to my own, the same line this morning, dog.
Yeah.
I ain't cry. You feel me? But I was just looking at her like, damn, it's good to see that you see me like that. You feel what I'm saying? So
it's important.
But you should have cried.
Yeah.
No.
You motherfucker.
If I could, I would.
You can.
That
was
like,
some
I
real
don't-
shit. You gotta take that though, bro.
But I don't.
Oh, no,
want-
no, for real.
I don't. I just feel like sometimes men can be hard on themselves and be like, I don't do enough. I don't do enough. I don't do enough.
And that's where I
don't
was
do
this
enough."
morning.
And it's like
You
the
hear me?
moment if your kids come, like my kids are in the whole, here's food, the play food, and it's like, hey, Daddy, I made pancakes
Oh, I
or
hate that.
cream of wheat.
What? You gotta stop.
You hate it?
You gotta get over that.
But the moment that he takes that plate and
hate
It's
says,
pure bliss.
they're like,
Bro,
the happiest
hate it, bro.
kids.
Mia just did this shit yesterday. Nigga,
That
she
makes
had
me horrible. It
dog,
makes me
see,
horrible. I
that
hate it.
makes you a horrible dad. It makes you a horrible dad. I was in my
I
phone.
hate it.
I was in my phone. I'm trying to promote these puppies. You feel me? Like I'm making posts and I'm responding to clients, and Mia just comes over there. I'm in my phone. My head's down in my phone. Mia says, Daddy, here, I made you some food. I look up, Daddy, bite it, Daddy. Was it good, Daddy? Yes, baby, it was good. I knew what I was doing. I was trying to make her
Yeah.
get out my face.
Yeah.
But that just,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
she got so excited when I took that bite out of that fake ass hamburger.
Yeah.
right.
You hear me?
It'd be funny because it'd be the most dry. Oh, okay. Wow.
They don't know, bro.
I know. That's
They
what I'm
don't
saying.
know.
But
They
but
don't-
I know.
I keep telling him like you have to stop that because at some point, of
They're
course,
gonna pick it up.
they're gonna start
Hell yeah.
picking that up. They're gonna be like, okay, he's
But
my kids are
And then
really
they gonna do
smart.
it.
But no. See, the reason why I do play along with it is because of the creativity. One thing about me is I never want to stunt a kid's creativity.
There you
So
go.
whatever you see, whatever you feel, whatever you do,
Let them do it.
I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, when you've done it 100 times in one day, that shit get old.
But
They
you still
don't
have
know
to
that.
react.
You
It
still
doesn't
have to
matter.
react.
Nah,
bro.
you gotta know when
We
to stop.
can
too.
watch a Lion King 100 times,
do
and
it.
they're gonna
What?
react the same
Boy,
exact
stop.
way
Mia watches Trolls every day.
every day.
Oh yeah, they watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Eureka,
Every day.
No.
Princess and the Frog, Lion King every day.
Every
Yeah,
day.
every
and
day.
Gonna have the same emotions about it every day.
Yeah,
Mia, but she got the time before they start dancing at the end of Trolls. Baby pops up and stands right in front of the TV.
oh yeah, that's them.
Before the music
Yeah.
start playing,
They know when it's coming.
and she told Daddy, watch this.
Yep.
You hear me? Like, you gotta let him do
I
it.
be like, dang,
Yeah.
you know, memorize the
You gotta
movie.
let him do it.
I got another question for y'all.
Go ahead.
What is one thing that you've learned in your years of living that you do not want your children to pick up? Like a trait, it's just like they cannot get that trait for me.
Fucking smoking.
Mm.
I am proud to say that I'm 2 years. I'm sorry. I'm gonna slow down. I'm just speaking to that. I'm speaking that into existence right
Go
now.
ahead, speak
me
that.
go ahead and say that.
Go ahead and speak
I am
that.
2 weeks in on not smoking any nicotine,
Congratulations.
any tobacco,
That's good.
any kind of nicotine product. I'm 2 weeks
you
in.
know
right
how
now.
healthy your lungs are right now?
Bro, I've been 15 years smoking.
Wow.
15 years.
But you know, like your lungs can repair.
Yeah,
stuff.
they can. That's
That's
why.
amazing.
That's why I'm taking the stand right now because I got to be out there with them on the football field. I got to
Right.
be out there showing them what to do, how to do it the correct way, as long as I can. And I ain't got time to be. My brother walked up to me. He's like, "You need to put that fucking vape down." This is what made me put the vape down. Like, 'cause I was smoking cigarettes when, you know what I'm saying? Like, in high school, I wasn't smoking, bro.
Yeah.
So in college, when that shit started happening, you feel me? I turned to tobacco. I was smoking cigarettes and Black and Miles, and then I eventually got to vapes, you feel me? Dog, Cad looked at me 2 weeks ago. And I was like, man, I just bought this fucking vape and it don't even work. I spent $30 on a vape. It didn't even fucking work. That's all right, nigga. You gonna be talking like this. When he did that, I was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I put it down. You feel me? So that is one thing. Like, every person goes through something differently. So they're gonna experience things differently than I did. But if that one thing that I picked up that I could change it for them, that'd be a habit that I hope they never pick up. I'm probably gonna be a little bit more lenient with the smoking of the reefer. I'm just gonna be real. But that nicotine, you feel me, and the tobacco, I would definitely would not want them to pick that up because they seen me do it. All of them have seen me do it in their lifetime.
Yeah.
Since they can remember. I've been, like I just told you, it's been 15 years. I started smoking at the age of 20, smoking cigarettes, Black and Milds. Then I eventually, when I got to 25, 26, 27, when vape started getting popular, I went and spent $300 on a vape. My kids watched me do that.
Yeah.
My 13-year-old son, Dad, you don't need to vape, you need to stop. My 8-year-old son, Dad, stop smoking Black and Milds. I said, okay, wait a minute, that means something. You know a little something. You see me do this enough.
Right.
So that's my one thing right there.
I think one thing would be ensuring that they take their education serious. For me, things came easy growing up as far as like education goes or just knowledge. I get bored quick, or I got bored quickly in school. So for me, my focus it would just go elsewhere. Like I was in tag, I was on the mat team, which is where the smart kids was in middle school. I kind of took school for granted. So I was also an athlete, and watching other athletes get scholarships, you know what I'm saying, and graduate with 3.0s, knowing that they didn't do not a lick of work. I saw that and I said, all you have to do is be an athlete and they're going to pass you. I'm going to join that boat. You know what I'm saying?
Even though you had the talent.
Yeah, even though I had
academics.
the ability, you know what I'm saying? Math is my strong suit. I would pull a low B average C just because, you know what I'm saying, just to get by.
Mm-hmm.
And that hurt me in the long run. Like I skated through high school so much that I went into my second semester senior year with a 1.9 GPA. Yeah. And my counselor told me, if you do not get your grades up, you will not graduate. You cannot graduate without a 2.0. Like, you have to have a 2.0.
Oh, you were playing.
Or you're not going to college.
You were playing.
Right, yeah, I bullshit. And me and my know-it-all brain senior year, I'm like, that's easy. I could just go get straight A's and, you know what I'm saying, boost my GPA up to a 3 point whatever that all these other folks got. Man, I pulled like A's and B's my senior year. That 1.9 went up to like a 2.3. And I was just like, wait, that don't make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got all A's. I got A's and B's. Like, what's up? And it's just like, nah, dog. Remember that class that you failed freshman year?
Mm-hmm.
And you took it over in summer school, but you only got a C? Yeah, that stays on your transcript. And it's just like, dang, if I would have known that, yeah, of course. They say that all the time. If I would have knew then what I know now, I would have did it differently. And it's like, it hurt me in the long run going into college because you need a 2.5 to qualify for this. You know what I'm saying? You need a 3.0 to get Pale or Hope. My bad, not Pale, Hope. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't qualify for that. And my mom had to pay out of pocket. So that's money coming out of my mom's pocket. You know what I mean? So for the kids, it's like I want to continue to push them in that direction of education. Now, I'm not saying you got to go to college. You know, I would love for them to go to college, but I'm not saying you have to go to college. But I want them to apply themselves in school.
Yeah.
So that's that.
She
What
got
about
the
you?
answer. I often say she got the answer too. We got to hear yours.
I I guess for me, it would be to put them first. Like, no matter what's going on, it's okay to take care of yourself
Mm-hmm.
and not worry about everybody else, because at one point in my life, I was a people pleaser. And I'm not ashamed to say that, because it's a lot of people out here that don't know they are. And it's detrimental to them. You know, like, being a people pleaser sucks. It's terrible, because you're trying to
It's
please
so
everybody
emotionally
else
draining.
and not taking care. Because when it comes to you, you're like, I can
I'll
that
be
could be in the
alright.
back burner.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to be like that. And I had to reverse that. And as an adult, it's harder as an adult. And just saying yes to everything, that's stupid.
Being scared to say no. Don't want
Yeah.
to say no to
Like,
nobody.
set those boundaries. No,
Yeah.
I can't do it. I mentally can't do it. I physically can't do it. Monetarily wise, I can't do it. I can't, like, no. And it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no to somebody and not be afraid of hurting their feelings or them. Oh, I'm not talking to you, or it's okay, and that's fine, because at the end of the day, I'm taking care of me. So that's one trait I would hope that my children would not pick up and be a people pleaser.
I'm gonna clap for that one, because I can agree with that one too.
Yeah.
Real shit.
All right, so we gonna transition into my favorite part, and got a couple of questions,
Boom, boom, boom.
and I just want you to give
Quick,
me
quick, quick.
your answers.
Quick answers.
Yeah, I don't want you to think long or hard. I just first thing that comes to your mind.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Ready? All right,
You gonna
so
go first. You go first. I'll go. Then you go.
Okay.
nah, I want you to go first.
Everybody got to answer the question. Okay, what?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, everybody gonna answer the question.
Okay, let's do it.
How old is your oldest son?
13.
You got a 13-year-old son. He comes to you for the first time and says, "Daddy, Mommy, I want to bring a girl to the house." What's your response?
Okay, so I can't think off of impulse, because, as I told you earlier, we can't sexualize everything, so we can't automatically assume that that's what's gonna happen, right?
Right.
I'd like to know why she's coming over at 13.
Yeah.
I'd like to know if her parents know she's coming over. You feel me? And you have a supervised visit. I just personally think that 13 is a little bit too old for you to start having female company over.
Too young.
Too young.
I'm sorry. VSOP got me out the chain. No, 13 is a little bit too young to be having female company over at the house. I'm answering this way because I know my son already.
Yeah.
Okay? So I know how my son is. I know the things that he's experienced. I know the things that he's done and I've caught him doing. So for him,
I don't put that man out like that.
I was 13 one time, 14.
Hey, he says to you, Daddy, no, her parents don't know that she's
not
over.
coming. She's not coming. He actually had one of his homeboys come over and willfully gave me his father's number after I told him I don't know this boy.
Yeah.
I don't know his father, his mother, I haven't talked to them. Here, Dad, here's the number. You can call him right now. That was 3 months ago. That boy still ain't been to my house.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put it on me. Or you want to go?
No, let her answer. Then you
Go
can come
ahead.
after her. Go ahead. Swing it around.
You know what? Honestly,
The girls turn 13. And
8th grade in middle school.
And they say, Mommy, I want to bring a boy to the house.
I wish y'all could see my face. Ask your dad. I'm not even dealing with that because
Daddy's not home. You have to answer.
Daddy's not home.
Daddy's not home. You have to answer.
No. No.
Daddy's
no.
at band practice.
And if
right
I have
now.
to give an explanation of why I'm gonna go through that with them and explain them why, because it's different. And that's just what it is. But 13, no.
Yeah.
No. I don't care if y'all are just gonna be looking at whatever movie sitting on the couch
It ain't
and
no
I can
school
sit there.
project. It ain't nothing on TV.
I don't care if it was a school
That's what I'm
project.
trying to tell you. That's
You
shit.
can work
Absolutely
on that
no.
at school. And not saying things don't happen at school
Absolutely.
because Lord knows we know things happen at school.
Absolutely.
But it's just for me and for my children, from my household, no.
It's like you condoning some shit to happen.
No, not even
No,
that.
no.
It's just
If you allow them to come,
no.
if you allow that child to come with the knowledge that you have in today's society,
No.
it's a hard no.
It's a no.
It's a hard no.
It's a resounding fuck no.
Yeah.
It's not happening. There's no way,
Yeah.
no how on God's green earth.
And it's the same thing for my girls.
Let a boy come to my house. I don't give a shit if I know they pay. It can be your damn sons. I know. Fuck no. It's not happening.
At 16?
No.
No.
At 17?
No.
You still gonna say no?
Yes.
Yes.
You know when I'm gonna say yes, they can come over?
Where?
When you're out of my house. And they can come to visit. Yeah, they can come over to visit. Yeah, when they out of my house.
Hey man, we talking about Rome's girls. Your sons.
Hold on. I didn't even hear that.
No, I
That
was just
shit was
saying.
over my head.
No, I said not even.
That ain't even gonna
I
happen
said
because
not
they finna
even
grow
your
up like their
sons.
cousins. You hear
But
me?
I'm
They're
just
gonna
saying.
be right. That's
They
gonna
finna grow up like their cousins.
Right.
So
So
it ain't even. You look at her like that. If you want to, I'm gonna slap the hell out you.
I'm just
no,
saying.
what I'm saying is that because of relationship, that's unlikely to happen.
That's
Nah,
that's
the most-
really unlikely.
That's the most likely.
Like no, but it's gonna
time.
happen like that though,
They're
bro.
like, yo, that's my
They're
brother.
gonna be around it. Exactly. They're gonna be around each other, bro.
All I'm saying
You can use my kids. You
to
can't use
all
my
those
boys.
fathers out there, all those
My boys
mothers,
are way older than your girls too. So
all those fathers and all those mothers who have boys, they not coming to my house. That shit dead. It's dead.
so if you had a son, it'd be
I
the
had
same
a
way.
son, they had a daughter. Fuck no.
It'd be
It's
the
not
same way?
happening. Yeah, it's not happening. No one's coming to my house. No.
Did your mama let you bring girls over? Did your mother know? Yeah. Okay, that was the first question. Did your mother allow you to have female company? Yes or no?
I don't think I've
Yes
ever.
or no?
I don't think I've ever asked her, could a girl come over?
Because
But would
you
she
knew
allow it though?
Would she allow it?
Yeah.
No. No. Did they come over? Yes.
Okay, so but with you, prime example, with you knowing that she didn't allow it, you did it anyway.
Yes.
How do you feel like your daughters will be any different?
Because daddy will not go to work before you go to school and then come home after you get home from school.
You think, like she said, you think shit can't happen when it's gonna happen?
What I'm saying to you is that shit's not happening in my house.
Your mama thought the same thing.
I think she knew. I think she knew. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know, but I think she knew. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sometimes my mom would leave the house and I would be
My
like,
mama didn't play that shit. Okay, when girls came over
Yeah,
to
my
the
parents
crib,
didn't pay that. They would.
my mama lived in a 2-story house, same house she been in since I was in high school.
But I mean, sometimes I wouldn't be able to get the girl out the house fast enough, so
Couldn't-
my mom would come
Boy,
home.
stop, boy. The only way I was bringing somebody in the house is if I knew she was out of town and she wasn't coming home.
Oh, you bold.
You hear me?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't
Oh.
playing.
You're just like, oh, your mom pulls up. You're like, oh yeah. So this is my friend,
Oh, no, boy.
not my son.
I'm finna get embarrassed, boy. Get me bent. I'm getting embarrassed, boy. And that girl probably gonna laugh at me at school tomorrow.
Not my son.
Well, I guess I was lucky. I mean, but like I said, my mom went to school. I mean, she went to work before I woke up for school, and then she came home
Dog.
at like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night.
Before we move to the next question, can we about to? Dog. I was driving to school, and my mama was gone before I left to go to school. And she didn't like me picking my girlfriend up to go to school.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what she did when she found out my girlfriend was in the car?
What?
Met me at the school and watched me get out the car with my girl. And smash
Dang,
You
Watch
didn't,
it.
you didn't have to just
name
put a
out there,
name out
golly.
like that. Good Lord.
For one, first of all, anybody who know me and know Marty B, if it was a high school, they knew who it was.
Yeah, but if they didn't know,
feel
now they know.
Well, shit, now they know. Whatever.
Let's move on to the next question.
She embarrassed me.
The next question.
You gonna edit that. Don't worry about it.
The next question. your what you laughing at?
Good. Me.
The next question is
you gotta edit that though.
That same child comes to you and says, "Daddy, mommy, I think I want to have sex."
At what age?
13, 14, 15, 16.
You gotta put an age on that. Because my answer at 13 is gonna be my answer at different at 16. I'm just being real. So you gotta put an age on that, dog.
At 14.
At 14? And you cutting me too much what?
She or he thinks they want to have sex.
No.
That's tough.
No. Okay, so I'm from the level with you here. Got a 13-year-old who think he want to have sex. I told him no. Now is not the time. You don't need to be focusing on that. You think you want that right now because you're smelling yourself. That thing getting a little woke. You feel me? And you looking at stuff and you feeling a certain type of way. But right now, son, that's not what you need to be thinking about. That's my answer to that. Because I've been there. I'm there right now.
Yeah.
I'm there right now with my 13-year-old. He'll be 14 in August.
Yeah.
He'll be a freshman in high school.
That's tough for me. I got girls, 13, mommy. I wouldn't. Like at 13, I honestly speaking, I wasn't thinking about sex. Like I was like, I want to go outside and play with football with my brother. But like you said, this day and age, kids are different. They have more access to different things than we did growing up. I just had to just break it down to them. Let me explain to you, what's coming. Because, as women, we have to deal with things differently. We have, cycles and all of that. So it's like it's a different process that I'm have to talk to my daughters about what sex produces and what can come after it. And, get them to understand. Because I don't want my daughters to ever feel like to be afraid of it and to think it's something to fear, or like I want them to be educated enough that way if I'm not in a room, they know exactly what to do.
Yes, sir.
Because I feel like a lot of parents, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, that we make the mistake of not educating our kids about it, and then they get curious and then they make those mistakes. I want to make sure that
what's going on.
My kids know exactly. So at 13, no, I'm explaining to them why, and it's just a simple no. Now, can we revisit that conversation? We're going to have to. It's that's just
you brought it up right now.
Real.
We're gonna have to.
Right,
yeah.
we're going to have to revisit that conversation, but I'm going to let your daddy. I'm telling on you. Yes, your daughter came and asked me, can they have sex? So, you better get them.
Daddy,
because no.
What's your response? Since mama just said, I'm going to tell your daddy, and daddy going to talk to you when you get home. So, daddy, you home. What you going to talk to him? What you going to say?
I know that we live in a sensitive time, and nobody likes to put their foot down. And everybody thinks that if you tell your kid what they can't do, you're gonna create a rebellious soul. I don't give a fuck. You're gonna have to rebel. Because fuck no. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, what makes you
But why, daddy?
What makes you think you want to have sex? Or like, what makes you think that you at this young age is ready to have sex?
I saw it, daddy. I saw it on somebody's phone at school, daddy. It looks interesting. Is that what we're not supposed to do, daddy?
There are all types of diseases in this world. And I don't think you want your vagina to burn.
What type of diseases, daddy? What you mean my vagina's going to burn?
But that's when you start explaining different things. And that's when you start having that conversation. That was my point. He want to say it's a hard fuck no without no explanation. He going to give an explanation. Hepatitis.
You going to give an explanation.
Hepatitis B, A, C, and D. For real. Human papillomavirus.
HPV. Just call it HPV, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna give you a whole word.
You're going to tell him what it is.
Yeah.
And you got to start showing kids pictures. This is what can happen.
This is what can happen.
What's the trick? I don't know the T one. It's a T one out there. It's tricky. tricky something.
Well, that might be new. I don't know nothing about that
That
one.
shit old.
It's like tricking no something.
Yeah,
I can't even
it's trick
say
or something.
They
but
got a trigonometry.
Damn
They
near.
got a disease and
Bruh.
trigonometry.
Dead ass,
Is it
bro.
trick
It's like
disease?
it's tricky something. Trick or something.
Trick or treat disease?
I
Hey,
know you
man.
ain't gonna want that. I guarantee you that. But
no.
that's not happening. And I know, like I said, people think that if you tell your kid no, that somehow you're gonna create a rebellious soul. But I just feel like
Teaching responsibility.
I feel like as long as you have open communication
Right.
with your kids, then 9 times out of 10 they'll understand. As long as you're not an asshole, you're not a jerk. Like my kids are gonna know that I'm tough, but I'm fair. So things of that nature, you know what I'm saying?
Gonna
You
be
might not get away with that, but you can get away with other things.
You're
There are
gonna
other
be
things.
so open and cool with them where they not gonna want to sneak out and do nothing behind your back.
I ain't gonna say I'm gonna be open and cool with
No,
them, but-
that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be to the point where
But see,
I'm open.
I want you to sneak. I want you to try to sneak.
You got me fucked up because if I catch you sneaking, it's gonna be worse.
I'm gonna catch you, but I want you to try to sneak. I think that's
I don't want to catch you sneaking because it's gonna be worse. I'd rather you.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna sneak.
No.
They're gonna sneak.
Listen, I met these kids, mama.
Hell, we sneak as adults. So I mean,
They're gonna sneak,
I'm telling you,
and I'm gonna be waiting.
and I felt like that until I met this woman I'm finna marry. Okay.
I'm putting.
And listen here. Yeah, women lie, men lie. Women lie about plenty, and men lie about women.
I'm putting
I'm
them.
gonna tell you like this.
I'm putting them on the top level, top floor. You got to climb out that motherfucking window.
they gonna find a way out.
I'm gonna be waiting.
Mm.
I'm gonna be. I live for this. Like I'm
I
ready.
don't want to catch you.
This guy
I do.
feels like he's
Well, no, I don't wanna catch
so
you in the
clever.
act.
If I can,
I don't wanna
Did you
catch you
see
in the
this?
act.
So let's talk about it. Here we are. We since we're on the subject, the video that got sent the other day, where the guy came in and he notices a young man on his couch with his daughter, and nobody gives him answers. The way he handled that,
Yeah, he was playing though.
he playing.
He was playing because
Miles would have been downstairs,
I would have asked
bro.
2 questions. Who the fuck are you? And which one of these motherfuckers let you in my house?
I may be incriminating myself when I say this.
Hey, don't do that.
Miles is coming downstairs with me. You understand? Those same 2 questions. Who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing in my house? Miles, get his ass up out of here. Miles gonna pick his ass up, jack his ass up, and throw his ass out the house. I'm not gonna touch him.
Oh no, I'm gonna touch him.
I'm not gonna touch him.
I'm gonna touch him.
I'm just thankful and blessed enough that I got sons
I'm gonna touch
that
him.
are.
Nah, you can't
touch him, bro.
You can't put your
You
hands
can't
on
touch
somebody.
him, bro. That's something minor.
I'm gonna escort
You
him
can't
out
do
my
it.
house.
You can't do that,
can
bro.
escort him out. You can't.
Yeah,
do
You
that.
I'm gonna
can't do
touch
that,
him.
bro.
No,
gonna
no
touch
physical
him.
You
altercations.
can't do that, bro. You can't do that.
You
Nigga, you got nephews, ninja. You
No,
got-
that's gonna take too long.
Bro.
My point is gonna get across very swiftly. You seen what Uncle Phil did to Jazzy Jeff?
That's in 90s.
That's what Miles is gonna do
Get his ass tossed out my
on my
motherfucking
behalf.
house. Straight
Okay.
up by the draws.
So what's the third question?
Third question.
Boom, 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 boom.
You catch your child in the act. What do you do?
You know, okay, and I'm like coming home from work and I hear it.
I don't know. You
'Cause
can make it
if-
whatever you want it to be.
If I'm coming
Make the
home,
scenario.
if I'm coming home
You come home
from
to-
any whatever, and my kid thinks I'm like out of town or something, I show up early and I hear her.
So, mind you,
Then-
this is between 16 and 18 right now? Because
Yeah,
you're not going to leave them home before that now.
Yeah, of course.
All right? Okay,
Yeah.
so we 16,
So if
we
I
16
hear,
to
like,
18,
my son-
19.
We're gonna go ahead and speak that. Go ahead and speak that. My son or my daughters, like I think it's because some people are like, oh, my son would you let him get his? No, we're not doing that because to hear that, I know what's going on. I'm stopping it immediately. I'm stopping it immediately. Like the door's probably closed. the door is off the hinges at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's gonna be no hinges.
Because for me,
Shout out to Auntie Pete.
For me, it's like the fact that this guy is in my house unattended and you're fucking my daughter in my house, that means that you have no respect for me. So at this point, I don't have any respect for you. So short and sweet, you gotta get out.
Yes.
You gotta get out. Now, my daughter, we gonna have to have a conversation. I'll just keep it like that. We'll have to have a conversation. But this dude, he short and sweet, he gotta get out.
Just a
ASAP.
safety concern at this point today.
If I catch my daughters having sex, it's not gonna
Is
happen.
it gonna be worse?
That shit's not gonna happen.
Is it gonna be worse if you walk in on them giving fellatio?
Oh my God.
Or
God.
getting
It ain't gonna
missionary?
matter to me one way or another.
Oh, you got me fucked up.
Nah,
You got me fucked up.
it don't matter to me one way or another. Sex is sex.
Listen here. If I see her, if I walk in the room
Either you gonna
and see her with her legs up, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh God,
I'm
that's
gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. Walking in the room, doors off the hinges, my daughter's legs are up. This nigga pounding her. This guy's pounding her right now. Okay, I'm pissed. Hey boy, what the hell?
I'm about
Get
to
your
make
ass
it.
up.
I'm about to make it worse for
If
you.
I walk in there
I'm about to make it worse for you.
and see my daughter performing fellatio
I don't
on
even
this
wanna
boy,
think about that.
I'm about to make it
I'm
worse
gonna
for you.
spaz for real.
I'm about to make it
I'm
worse
go-
for you.
The gun coming off the hip.
I'm about to make it worse for you.
Everything. You gotta be realistic.
If your daughter is having sex, women moan. So that means that you're gonna hear this from the door.
The fact that you know how Michael Jordan is when he goes to do, now that's how I'm missing steps. Like I've skipped 6 and 7 steps.
Like you're gonna hear the moan. Think about that
I
now.
got that. That's what I tried to put it in different.
So
sections.
you rather
that's gonna
you
infuriate
rather
you
you
more.
rather
Ain't no, I'd rather nothing. I would rather on some real shit. I would yes. If I had a fucking choice,
you rather
what to
hear your
walk in
daughter
on my.
moan.
I'd
than-
rather walk in on my daughter getting pounded than watching her suck another man's penis.
I don't want to see none of it.
I don't.
I don't want to
But
see
he
either
gave the
either
scenario.
one. But if I had to choose lesser of the two, I would rather her be giving head than to
No.
be having sex.
I
No,
don't.
because niggas, come on, I mean, ninjas and little boys is nasty, and you just can't be doing that to everybody.
I mean,
You
I
hear me?
agree, but
So, but
Yeah.
listen, if she's getting pounded, I have a better
I can't-
chance of her being safe because he might be wearing a condom.
I can't hear my daughter moan.
You can't. You don't. No.
I
I
can't
don't
hear.
want to. I don't want to hear any.
Yeah,
I
I
don't want to
can't hear it.
hear
I'm
it.
sorry.
I don't
I
want to
can't- I
see
can't
it.
hear
I
it.
don't want to. No. The fact for me, it
You gonna walk
it
in
would,
and hear one of them.
it would be
You
the
gonna either
principle.
hear her ass gagging or her get ass moaning. You walked in
I
on her
don't want
having
none of
sex.
it.
It's either gonna be one of the two. She gonna be gagging or her ass gonna be moaning. I'd rather walk in to my door, I put that fucking key in the door, okay, and walk through the door and come into the foyer and I hear,
Oh man.
oh, what the fuck is going on in here?
I would hope that my kids hear me, my daughter or my son hear me come. I'm gonna make sure that I know they're there.
Your ass better not be
And
that.
I want to.
Hey,
I
dead
would hope
ass.
that they hear me coming.
Dead ass. If I walk in the house and I hear that type of shit going on, I'm gonna pull out my gun and I'm gonna fire it. I'm not gonna shoot at them.
It's gonna scare him. That's the type of shit I would do.
I'm gonna
agree.
just let one.
Just-
I'm gonna
yep,
let one
Absolutely.
off. Bah!
Yes, sir. I agree. I can feel that.
And I'm gonna sit at the door and see how long it take for you to bring your ass out
Yeah,
this
I
goddamn
feel that.
room.
I feel that. I can feel that.
So you're just gonna put a hole in our house.
I'm gonna put a whole
the
smack
motherfucking
dab
floor.
in the middle of that bitch.
We got a partner who come fix floors.
With no hesitation.
We got a dog that come fix floors. You hear me?
And if it's Amaya, Anaya, your ass better be at the door telling. And if it's Anaya, Amaya, ass better be
No,
at the
you
door
can't
telling.
do that. You can't do that.
See
You
me.
can't do that.
See
You
me.
can't do that. You can't pit them against each other, bro.
No.
You can't pit them
Hey,
against
save
each other.
yourself.
You want your sister to tell on you?
I
You
want
tell on
you
your
to save
sister?
yourself. No, my sister held me down. Shout out Keisha. She
So
held me
how would
down.
you expect for your daughters to tell on each other?
And I gonna be
I
like,
know what I
I
was
did it.
doing. I know what I was
She's just-
doing. I know what I was doing. I was 13.
Oh, you start early.
Very early.
Yeah, I was early too.
So, nah. Amaya,
These ages here talking about.
you better tell about. You better tell on Anaya. Anaya, you better tell on
That's
Amaya.
not fair, bro.
Save
That's a
yourself.
sister bond that you're breaking.
Save
They'll be
yourself.
okay.
That.
That would be okay.
It's no sense in you
That would
getting.
be
You
your,
better take accountability for your damn self.
It's no sense in you getting your ass whooped for what your sister did.
Take accountability for yourself.
It's no sense in you getting your ass whooped for what your sister did.
Take accountability for yourself.
Most siblings will be like, yeah, I told her don't do it and she didn't listen. Or that's typically.
You might as well hope you got a boy yourself, because I'm gonna whoop your ass and her ass. Like, both of y'all gonna get it. Because the one that ain't doing it, you gonna know not to do it by getting your ass whooped.
Well, they gonna know not to do it by seeing that the other got their ass whooped.
No, you gonna get your ass whooped too, so that way you know.
Cat did things a lot differently the way I did them because he saw me get my ass whooped. Someone I date, similar situation. They saw what one got done and, made the conscious decision not to do the thing behind them. So,
have you ever been caught having sex?
By my mother?
By anybody.
By anybody?
Anybody.
You gotta think that hard.
Yes, I do, ma'am. I was wild. Wild. My mom.
You just say you was a hoe. That's just.
What? If I mean that's how you want to say it.
Have you ever been caught having sex?
My mom walked in on me.
Oh God.
Giving fellatio.
Giving me.
Oh God.
But she didn't know because I was so fucking quick with it. Well, she'll know now if she ever listens to this.
She knew.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, she knew.
No, she didn't.
You
no,
think she didn't?
I played that shit off so fucking.
You think
bro, I was
she
slick.
didn't know?
You understand
She
me?
knew.
Parents know.
The way I was went perfect with what I told her. Still to this day,
She knew.
She would tell you she didn't know. When she walked in, I heard my door opening and I quickly moved to the girl's thigh and had my mouth on her thigh.
Oh, she knew.
Yeah, she knew.
Yeah, but the girl still had her clothes on. She had on some shorts. Other than that,
she knew. You wasn't down there.
No, I ain't never. Besides that, I've never been caught having sex. Have you?
Have you?
No.
I have.
No, never.
You have when?
I want to tell 3 scenarios.
You got caught 3 different times?
No, but, well, sort of, but all 3 of them are funny. The first time I actually got caught by the girl's mom, she had told her mom that I was dropping her off. And then I left after I dropped her off and then doubled back.
While her mom was still there?
No, her mom was supposed to be at work, according to her.
Oh, okay.
Her mom came home, but she already knew that I wasn't supposed to be there because I supposedly dropped her off hours ago. But I ran to the bathroom and act like I had to pee. And it was like, yeah, I just dropped your daughter off. I just stopped by to pee. But she already knew because she had told her mom, he dropped me off an hour ago. So, you know what I'm saying? You're not peeing for an hour.
Yeah, you was lying and she already knew the truth.
Yeah, she knew. She already knew. She was like, I know y'all having sex. And it was just like, oh, shit. All right, we're caught. Woo. The second time, I didn't necessarily get caught, but this is one of the scariest times of my life. We was in the car, and you probably don't want to hear this, but we was in the car, and the police pulled up, and they surrounded my car. And I don't know if y'all know, but sex in public, that's
Yes, sir, I know.
Yeah, you can go to jail for that.
Yes, sir, I know.
Even if you in the front yard. So, so the police pulled up and I'm talking about flashing lights, sirens, everything. And it's just like, oh shit.
Now you're embarrassed.
We're caught. It's over with. We're done for. Now, she had already been caught. And, you know what I'm saying? The police drove her to her house and let her go with a warning. So this is number 2. You know what I'm saying? But, so I'm thinking we caught. And I'm like, oh man, it's over with. We're done for. And then I just see cops with their guns drawn. And it was just damn, hold on. Niggas draw their guns to catch a nigga having sex? What's up? And they just ran past the car. And they was actually responding to something going on across the street. So it's like they wasn't coming for us. They
Wow.
literally parked all around my car, foggy windows and everything, and they was focused on the house, so they just ran past. So it was like I didn't get caught, but like that was enough for me, or so I thought. The third time, I caught myself being clever, and I drove to this like new development,
Mm-mm.
and we
No,
was all the
sir.
way in the back of the cul-de-sac, like in the back, and I thought nobody lived here, so we was good.
Yep.
And then like
They're building these houses back here.
5 dudes just was I seen them like walking up to the car with like bats and shit, and it was just like, oh shit, like, you know what I'm saying, is they finna rob me? Like, what's up? I can't get robbed, my pants down, like, what's going on? They came up to the car and they seen, you know what I'm saying, what was going on, and they was like, oh dang, my bad dog, you good, you know what I'm saying, do your thing, we just security, you know what I'm saying, we just we secure the neighborhood or whatever. And they was like, nah, you good, you can go back to doing what you doing. And they like walked back up to the top, but I was just like, yeah, this is I'm done, I'm good.
Yeah,
So then,
yeah.
like the third time for you,
So,
that was
yeah,
enough.
that was-
not the first or second time.
Yeah,
I got caught in the park.
yeah,
I got caught in the park one
that shit was
time.
crazy.
Well, we didn't get caught because I seen the cop coming. So
Yeah.
we were straight before he got to the car. And that was definitely something to get out of.
Yeah, I definitely would not advise anybody to have sex. In
You better
public,
take your ass to go get a hotel
'cause
room.
you taking a risk.
What if they can't afford a hotel room? Like, what if it's like the car is
I'm gonna
the
tell you like
moment?
this here.
You
I'm gonna tell
better
you this here.
find
Because you're in the moment. Like, what if you're in the moment?
If
and
you
it's
can't
like-
afford no hotel room, if you don't have a place to have sex of your own, don't you have sex?
I mean,
Don't
that's
you do it.
easier said than done. But these young kids ain't got no place to go, and they doing it.
Of course they don't. And they do it at school, they're gonna get their ass caught and locked up. Okay? If you do it in my house, you're gonna get your ass fucked
You
up
gonna get somebody hurt.
and like this. I'm trying to tell
You gonna
you.
get somebody hurt.
So don't you better if you can't afford to do it at a hotel
I mean,
or you
nah,
don't
I
have a
feel
place of your own, you don't need to
feel
be
you.
doing it.
I feel you. I feel you. But we know
I heard
that
somebody
ain't,
say, "Don't be a
Nah.
hobosexual." That's a motherfucker who want to have sex but don't have nowhere to have sex.
damn.
Oh, interesting. Never heard that term before.
I'm a motherfucking hobosexual.
That's interesting.
Hobosexual.
A hobosexual.
I mean, a motherfucker who want to have sex but don't have nowhere to have sex at.
That might be the title for the episode. Hobosexuals. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
we're not doing those type of things.
Okay, last question, and we out. Have you ever been caught by your kids?
We know that's a yes, because
Yeah, we've been caught.
Shit,
But they were too young to
She
understand
about
what
me
it was.
based on my reaction. Are you?
They were too young to. They
it's
were
very,
too young to
very
know.
disturbing. It's like my 2 kids coming in and they're looking at us, and it's just like, oh God, the kids right there, and they're like, hi, good morning. It's just like, hey, awkward situation.
Yeah, because it's
Damn,
like
I can't finish.
I could see. I could
Okay.
see.
The
I
confusion
could
on their
see
face.
her thinking, like, why is my daddy on top of my mommy? Like, and it's like I know she knew what was going on because Naomi put her back to sleep, and then she came back.
Yeah,
They bed ain't in your room.
Nah.
no,
No, okay.
Oh yeah, we got them out early.
yeah, we got them out early. We're not doing that.
Yeah, so
Mommy need her time.
our bedroom is downstairs and everybody else's bedroom is upstairs. We have a crib in our room.
Oh man,
Mhm.
that's the sneaky. This is like the sneaky sex. No, I don't want to do sneaky
You
sex.
hear me? So now what we've
I need to
done
be
is
free.
that we'll try to, you know what I'm saying, bust a move before they come in the room, right?
Just lock the door.
That's what we do now. So that's why I was trying to think hard because none of the older kids have caught us.
Yeah.
The girls who's much younger, well, now we don't do anything in front of Mia. I'm talking about, hell no, you got me.
It's weird.
It's weird. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like when Michaela's age and you pop up out your crib, you gonna lay your ass back down. You feel me saying? But a 3-year-old, you got me fucked up. We finna stop. We looking like, oh shit.
Hey
No,
man,
she's never caught us.
I asked this question at work, and it was much to my surprise how many people have sex with their kids in the room.
I can't do it.
Like people were saying that their child was in their bed,
In the bed.
in the
Yeah.
bed.
Oh man.
Okay, well, boop. boop, 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 boop,
No,
boop,
I can't
boop.
do that.
If your ass sleep
No, I can't do
and
it.
you in the bed, I ain't gotta rock the boat too much.
I can't do it. They need to be that because I feel like that time is so intimate.
It
for
is.
us.
It is.
I don't want to be interrupted. We're crying, right? You gotta shut up. Somebody gotta be quiet.
That
So
motherfucker done been
let
right
me be
there,
quiet,
and
so you can.
I like to put my best foot forward, and I just feel like if there's a baby in the bed, I can't perform the way I want, so I wouldn't.
You gonna perform like that every time? Every time you perform with your best foot forward?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Every time?
Like,
Every time.
It ain't gonna be
Every
I-
time. So you don't even have quickies.
I'm not saying that.
So you know
No,
what
You
a
what
quickie
can
is?
no,
have a
what I'm
quickie
saying
and
is-
still
And
put
still
your best
perform
foot
top.
forward.
Yeah, I can't. I'm
Yes.
not. Yeah.
Y'all you better work that motherfucker. Cause I'm good, but you hear me? I'm gonna get my quickie in and we gonna work.
Yeah,
you hear
quickie,
me?
but like I gotta put my best foot forward though in the quickie. Like I can't just.
I understand that.
Yeah, I can't
understand that.
That takes a lot of finesse.
But see, there you go. That's what I was just about to say. You got to know what you're doing.
That's I don't.
about
You
finesse.
got to know. You shitting me? That's an art, boy. You
I
better
don't-
do it how it get done.
What the kids though, like I don't want to look over and I'm
That's the
on
thing
my
about
back
it.
and I'm looking
Now,
at my
and
kid.
that's the thing about
that's
it.
for me, and in my opinion, in any age, like I don't want
I gotta look away.
my 6-month-old looking at me like.
See, no, we definitely were not doing it while it was up. You feel me? Like I was one of those parents. I am one of those parents that have done it while the baby's in the bed, but the baby has to be asleep. You feel me? Like
Yeah, that's what they said. They said they helped the baby sleep more.
well,
They said they helped the baby sleep more. That's what they said.
because
'Cause
of
all the
rocking.
rocking?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
soothing
I don't
thing.
know. I'm
So
good.
now
Like,
that's why babies.
what if you got like a
will-
sleep number bed where it just don't rock? Like you just.
I can't do it with my kids in the bed,
Yeah, I
but
don't
if I
wanna do
have
that.
one of them beds that like, you know what I'm saying, the other side stays still but my side moves, maybe I can understand
No.
because you ain't moving, but I just
don't
feel
wanna
like you
do
can't
it.
perform. So
I don't
What's
want
the
to do
point?
it.
You definitely can, but it's the way to do it.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
obviously.
It's
yeah, but
definitely
it's
the way to
gonna
do
be
it.
But-
it's
No,
gonna
because
be-
I've done it and we've had a session and that motherfucker's still asleep. You understand me?
Yeah, but you gotta
Now,
be like level
I can
4 at
hey,
most.
man, that's what
I
you said.
can't-
You got to be at your best. You got to do your,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Do your motherfucking
I have to be able to be free. Is what I'm
thug thizzle.
saying.
You see, do your thug thizzle.
Yeah,
Now, the baby looking at you is a whole different story. Now I want to stop. Now I don't want to do it at all.
yeah.
You feel me? Like that. That's why I can probably say that.
It's very
If-
hard to
if-
come back from.
That shit's hard to come back from in the act, and you know what I'm saying? Like it was one time, shit, and we was getting it in, and Mia was in the crib. She was just before Michaela. Mia was much younger.
Yeah,
You feel me? And baby popped up in the middle of a session, and we both got frustrated because we knew what time it was. You feel me? Like Shorty's up now, and we're finna have to take out this crib, and we're finna have to lay it down with us. So this session over with pretty much. It's over.
man. I can remember there was a time we allowed Naomi's niece to live with us for a little bit.
How was this niece?
She was grown as fuck.
Okay.
She was like, what, 18?
So she know
Yeah.
what the fuck going on there.
Yeah. That was difficult.
And this is pre kids.
Elaborate on. Okay, because y'all couldn't, you know what I'm saying, get busy how y'all got
Yeah,
busy
so it's
because
like
there was company in the house.
We had to
Yeah.
maneuver a
And she
certain
was-
kind of way.
She was sleeping where the kids sleep, which is in the room next to ours.
That's a respect thing at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit, that's family, but you know, you
Yeah.
in your home.
But
in
I
your
don't.
home,
I don't want my niece.
Yeah, I
hear
don't
me
want
That's
having
what.
that.
sex.
That's a respect thing at the end of the day. Exactly what
So
it
it's
is.
like I'm gonna go down.
Yeah, thank God
to the basement rooms.
they made
and,
two
Yeah.
floors. And you live in a brick
we
house.
gonna get it in because we gonna get it in regardless.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna be like, hey, so my niece is
The
up
wonders
now.
of having a brick house.
We finna do this. It's finna
So
happen.
when you got multiple levels, you're gonna find a way.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Motherfucker.
This is what it is.
Boy, now the boys are so fucked up. If they come around the corner and the door locked on the door, they just go away from the door now. Michael's the older brother.
Oh, he knows now. He's
He
like
knows
the door's
now.
like don't knock on the door.
That's exactly what I'm about to say, Michael. You see the door's locked. Leave him alone.
But it's like don't that ruin the
Oh,
mood
nah,
up when you
that's
hear
respect,
them?
though.
Like-
No, that's like she said. Like now, I my kids come to the door and like in the middle of that shit, my shit.
But that's
You feel
respect
me?
for him
Like-
to be, because when I was me and my sister and my cousin, If we ever heard my mom and my dad, bro, we was at the door.
You got me fucked up.
Trying to open
that shit was
that
traumatizing.
We was trying to open that
shit was
bitch.
traumatizing.
Like, you know how you got the little
It was
space
traumatizing.
underneath the door?
You got me bent.
Niggas upside down.
That was traumatizing.
Trying
Sorry.
to figure out what's going on in
Well,
there.
I was in the bedroom down the hall from my mother, and I heard my mother, and I'm trying to rock my little brother back to sleep like, nigga, go back to sleep.
Oh, that shit was
No,
funny.
I wasn't trying
I
to look
can
up.
imagine that as like hearing my parents. I'd be like, ugh.
You never heard your parents have sex?
Yes, and I'm like, ugh. That's so nasty.
Because I'm a visual person, too.
That joke was
I
funny,
hear some
bro.
shit,
I was young.
I automatically go to picturing shit.
Cause
I
you know,
was
like
young. I
some
was
women
like
are
7,
just
8,
super
6.
fucking loud for no reason. Just like, come on, bro. You like,
Maybe your daddy just slanging.
ew, that's so disgusting to even think about that.
But you got your mama.
But it's
somehow.
like, golly,
Yeah.
like,
And he got,
didn't like
he
to
got
hear that
multiple
shit.
kids, so
I ain't like that shit was disturbing to me. I didn't want to hear it.
yeah, I don't want to hear it. I agree.
nigga, I'm talking about.
I
we
agree.
was
I don't
outside,
wanna
I ain't
hear
never
yeah.
run to no motherfucking door to look up under it. I ain't never
Yeah,
run
I
to no
wanna-
motherfucking door to put my ear to the door. I tried to cover my ear. I tried to think about something else.
Yeah,
I
like,
didn't wanna
let's go
hear it.
outside
You
because
hear
I don't
me?
want to hear
For
it.
real, bro.
I was a natural blocker. Like I used to be afraid at night of like the storms and stuff. So when it was storming, I would wake up out of my sleep. I would run full speed to my mom's bedroom. I'd bust in and just jump in the bed, and
Oh,
I'd
no, you
get
gotta
right
get out.
between my mom and my dad. But I'd be under my mom.
No, you got to get out.
Nah, I was scared. I was scared as a pony. Like for real,
You got,
scared.
better go sleep on the floor with your sister. You're not coming
in the
in
middle
there.
of a
My
session
sister would.
or a period.
Nah, I don't know what they was in the middle of, but
I
I know
guess
when it thundered and
I'm
lightning.
asking her.
I guess it depends on like we haven't got started yet, and it's just like mommy,
I mean, I don't think they was having sex, but I know I blocked
you got a
a lot
sister,
of
go
nights.
get in her bed.
Nah, my
'Cause-
sister was cut though.
I mean, I think it's different from like when you have a son and a daughter. It's like you can't tell him go get in the bed with your sister.
And my sister, 5 years
like
older
if
than
they're
me.
like little,
Mia.
if they're
okay.
little, okay.
Mia. Okay, so I wouldn't tell my boys to go get in the bed with Mia if the roles were reversed. If I had the older girls and younger boys, I don't know. I just wouldn't tell my boys.
Nah, I've seen where like
Mia wants to go
that'll
to bed
happen.
with the boys. Daddy,
Yeah,
Daddy.
I've
Like
seen
last
that.
night, prime example. Daddy, okay, we going to bed. Everybody's going to bed. Me, Michaela, Jackie, we're asleep.
Yeah,
Boys upstairs still playing the game. We're getting ready to go to bed.
I
Mia.
don't mean to cut you off, but I don't play about cousins though. That's a no.
Who?
Cousins.
What about cousins?
My baby's not. No, my baby's not sleeping with their cousins. Boy cousins. No.
Okay, so with that,
No.
No, cousins are cousins, bro.
Mm,
Cousins. My cousins. We grew up like brother and sister.
I
But
feel
that's
what you
different.
saying,
It's a little
but
different.
A lot of people get raped by their cousins.
It's a little
No,
different.
I understand because I was finna say some distant cousins that I had. You feel me?
Not even a distant
I'm
cousin,
talking about
like the
It was-
close
I'm
cousin.
talking about
wasn't-
first cousin.
Never experienced
Yeah,
that.
that's you.
Okay, I mean, I feel
But
that.
it's I'm sure somebody
play
out
that
there
with
has a
cousins.
story. Be like, yeah, my cousin.
I know somebody that got a story.
I wish.
and Nah.
I wish.
It
You don't
happens.
wish it.
I'm saying.
Let's not
happens, though.
manifest that.
You right. I'm sorry.
Nah, he's saying like
I know what
She
he's
get what I was getting ready to say.
saying,
But-
my nephew,
Hey, it
my
happens,
brother's
bruh.
son,
it happens.
it wouldn't. He better not dare.
you would
It
hope
happens,
that
touch
he
her.
wouldn't.
That shit crazy. That's crazy.
It's
I'm so
cra- it
sorry.
happens,
It's very
though.
crazy.
I'm so sorry. Oh, for anybody that's happened to.
It's happening. Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
it's tough, and it's even more tough when the adults don't believe you.
Right.
Like that be the thing. Like to me, even if your son or your daughter ends up lying, you should believe them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like go kill
You
your.
can't take it
don't
and
kill
just
your
throw it
nephew, but,
away.
like,
you
investigate.
can't just
Right.
you can't just not
Investigate
think.
that
Yeah,
shit.
you can't just
Like, you
not
got
be
to.
like, you what you talking about?
'Cause
He
it's-
didn't do that. Shut
'cause
up.
it's-
You
'cause
can't do that.
It's crazy. It's crazy in this world. So you just never know. You know what I'm saying? But I know people personally who have been molested and raped by both female and male cousins.
God, Tamati.
Like it's you know, you go to your grandma's house, everybody
I
be
got
in the
that,
back
bro.
room.
I did that. I
That's what I'm
did
saying,
that.
yeah.
We was there.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like, we was like that, but
Some-
we wasn't like that.
But some people that been touched early, they don't know what they doing, so they go touch somebody else early.
God,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
And it just keep
It's a
on happening.
cycle.
So it's tough. I hate to get morbid at the end of the podcast, but
Ooh, that sounds like another subject for the next one.
yeah, man.
That what that sound like? Cause I want to talk about that one.
Yeah, we
'Cause
can
goodness
jump back
gracious,
on that.
my heart over here pounding for that one. But
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
So This episode has been brought to you by the Horrible Dads podcast
Yeah.
featuring On Me the Rebel,
This is gonna keep doing that, huh?
Hobosexuals. Don't be one.
He's gonna keep doing that.